Hey y'all, how is everybody doing? Get in, get in, get in. I know it's early. I know this is not my usual time anymore, but I felt like talking. I felt like I needed to talk. I need to talk to somebody. I didn't need to sit in here and be quiet, cutting fabric and whatnot today and running errands. Like I needed to talk. And I'm so glad to see everybody. Y'all, please hit the like button as you come in. If you don't mind, please hit the like button as you come in, come in, come in. Okay, let me greet y'all while y'all getting situated. For some of you, it may be lunchtime. Some of y'all already clocked out. Okay. Let's get in. Let's talk. We gonna gossip a little bit. I want to talk a little bit, and we're gonna get into this thing. So let me see who's in the house. Debbie Garcia. We can talk housewives as long as one of the Debs is here. All right. Happy to be happy is here. How are you? All right, all right. We got the beautiful Bianca Edwards. She's asking y'all to please hit the like button if you don't mind. Hello, Shantae's World. Yeah, I know all about what you're talking about, but Candy's still lying and we got the proof. Candy teamed up with Kenya to lie on that man. And we gonna talk about it. Like, I don't care who the person is, you don't lie on them. That's always bad business. Always. Trina Taylor, hey, how you doing, sis? Meg Scott, hey girl, welcome. Hey Angela Davis, how are you? Fifi ASP, I know that's right. She in the house. Red Majestic Diva, how are you? How you doing? Millie Rock, hey girl. You just got off work. Good. That means you in time to gossip. Kia is in the house. That's right. Happy hump day. She working and listening. Hey DV. How are you? Nacho Twins Mama. How you doing? Hey DS. How are you? I'm so glad to see you guys. I am. You don't even know how much. Like, this is one of them days I need to talk to folks. I don't need to be quiet today. Hey, Brooke L. This is a good day to end your work. Good way to end your work day. Good. Hit that like button now. Hit that like button. Hey, Kim Bird. How are you? Good to see you. Ashley. There she is. Okay, she got her AirPods in at work. How you doing, girl? Hey, True Wisdom. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Uh-oh, Shy Boy Shades, how you doing? Hey, Tiger Eye Oracle, thank you for hitting that like button. Linez Beauty, how are you? Hey, Vet, all the way from Birmingham, UK. How you doing, sis? Always good to see you. Ronell, hey, how you been doing? It's so good to see you. Monique C, hey, gorgeous. Bitter T, how you doing? Okay, on the walk in the woods and ready for the porch. I know that's right. There go my sister Cheryl. She be so busy, but I'm so glad when you stop in. How you doing? Jay Stokes, how are you? Beautiful picture, sis. I love it. I love it. So look, yeah, I need to get some stuff off my chest. I'm gonna get to it. Because I'm gonna have to pull up some stuff that don't make it ain't making no sense and it ain't making sense. And when it don't make sense, I got to call it out. But before I do that, let me just say this. Now, some of y'all know because you've been around. Hey, Mr. James, how are you? Okay. Some of y'all know because you've been around. Some of you are kind of new, so you may not know. This is the anniversary of my mother passing. May 10th of last year, the Lord saw fit to take my mother from this place to her heavenly reward. Okay. So I want to be very clear that I'm not mourning like somebody who does not have hope or who does not understand what has taken place. I'm not in a place of, oh, I lost her. When you lose something, you don't know where it is. I know exactly where my mother is. So I didn't lose her. Hey, Mimi. All right. Evening from the desk. Hey, Lala. Okay. And it's been difficult, but I want to say that I got some sisters over here in the royal family that are dynamite. I didn't sleep at all last night. A lot of times I don't sleep because y'all know I got that straight up insomnia. I be up most nights. So I was up and I nodded off this morning. And when I was jangled by my phone, one of my sisters sent me flowers. My other sister and my brother-in-law sent me a bottle. I say, what you say? And I know if my mama was here, she would have drank that bottle with me. That was my girl. And then my sister sent me lunch, and then Bianca Edwards, my other sis, she sent me some margarita money, and I'm gonna have one on her. And then I had our sweet little niece Ashley called to check on me. Miriam L, even though she be busy, Miriam, I know if you hear us on replay, sis, shout out to you. She emailed me to check on me. And Lynn Toy sent love. And it was even in our Discord. Those of you who are not in Discord, y'all need to get in Discord. It was just having people reach out and check on me meant a lot. It meant a lot, okay? Because, child, it was people in my own family didn't even check on me, okay? So when I say it means a lot, it means a lot. Hey, E. Davis, how you doing? Okay. Angie! Hey, girl. That pretty girl all the way from Miami. Yes, that was my girl. That was my girl, honey. My sister and brother-in-law sent me some Johnny Walker Black Label, and I know my boo would have sat down and drank one with me real neat. Hey, Toffee Mocha. So I just want to extend to everybody, even if you didn't reach out, if you thought about me, if you said a prayer, if you had a kind word, if you just sent some positive thoughts, I appreciate y'all. Like, I'm not trying to be mushy because I'm not doing that. No, I ain't gonna do that. But I just want to say that I appreciate. Kia just sent me a Cash App. Sis, thank you. I appreciate that too. That was so sweet. I'm just saying, like, I appreciate each and every one of you for all the love, the support, the prayers, the positive thoughts, the positive energy. Some of y'all already, your mothers have transitioned as well, so you know what it's like. And some of y'all who still got your mamas, I'm sure you can't imagine them not being here. I'll say that. And just make sure you love on them and spoil them. And I don't care if they get on your nerves, act like they don't, because it's going to come a day when you're going to wish they were here to get on your nerves, okay? I promise you that. I can guarantee you that, okay? And don't get me wrong. I know mamas can be something else. But while you have your mother, cherish her, okay? Hey, Noble Genius. So now that we got that out the way, because I could not move past that until I said thank you and expressed how much I appreciate it. Nacho Twins mama checked on me too. I almost forgot. Thank you so much. Thank you. Verdana, Alita, everybody. Thank y'all. Bitter T say, hope you feel the love around you as you're going through it. I know those you love do from beyond. That's right. They do. And on that note, we're going to talk about these lying heifers a little bit, because this here lying got to stop. Because I know my mom ain't like no lying people, and guess what? Her daughter don't like lying people either. It's something about a lie that don't sit right with me, and we got to bring this thing out. Now, mind you, y'all know I ain't no Martell fan. I still feel like, he might have had took that pantsuit from Whitney Houston when wasn't nobody looking at the repast at the funeral or something. Because y'all know I posted that picture of him in that pantsuit with that mink stole that he had on his shoulder. Okay, so I'm still kind of looking at him sideways, because I don't know whether he stole that from Whitney or not, but it do look like the one Whitney had on in that video. I don't particularly like that man, and I don't even like them people on that show, that Huntsville show, at all. So I ain't defending him, but I am going to point out the fact that I can't defend lying either. Okay? Lying ain't never okay. I don't care who did it. I don't care if you don't like the person. Tell the truth. The truth holds so much weight. What is we lying for? Okay? I'm trying not to start, Ranil. I promise I'm trying not to. I'm trying. I just want to be clear, because, you got some people, their morality is misplaced. They only got morals when it pertains to people that they like. If it anytime, hey Tia Baller, it pertains to people that they don't like, then it's okay to lie. It's okay to slander. It's okay to do unethical things. And on this porch, it ain't. I don't care whether you don't like them or not. If you don't like them, just don't deal with them. But don't, go around people and interact with them and then start telling lies and stuff. Because my mama didn't raise me like that. And maybe they mamas raised them like that. But I don't know. But we're going to talk about this. So let me lay down the groundwork for what I'm talking about. Okay? Now, based on the fact, hey Drea, based on the fact that y'all had me to watch the Real Housewives of Atlanta, because as y'all know, I was not going to watch this season. Y'all told me, okay, y'all told me to watch this show at least for 3 episodes to see if they was pump faking and faking stuff, or whether it was really gonna be interesting. Y'all remember y'all told me that? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember that. Put a 2 if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, because y'all the one asked me to do this. I want to see if y'all remember that y'all was the one told me to watch this show. Okay? Because see, if you ask me, I ain't got no favorites. I ain't got no favorites. Not on that show. Oh, I see the one. So y'all recall telling me to watch this show. Okay. Okay, so boom. So it shouldn't be no problem with me giving y'all the diagnostics and the analytics. Okay? Now, hey, D. Marie, now you want to plead the fifth. Don't plead the fifth. Don't plead the fifth, because y'all sent me in here. Hey, Val Smith, y'all sent me in here, so now I'm in here. Hey, my argument is, how you been? So we watched the episode on Sunday, okay? Now, what we seen it on Sunday was Kenya, Kandi, Monyetta, also known as Neo Baby Mammy, sitting up in there having a whole talk about Sheree. Like Sheree gonna be the centerpiece. This is the person that they gonna team up to attack. Y'all know they like to team up. They teamed up on Lanithia. They teamed up on Porsha. Now ain't nobody left. They gonna team up on Sheree, because they know trying to team up on Marlo is a mistake. Marlo is a loose cannon. She got 12 blades, 14 pistols, 16, 17 billy clubs, and 4 Rottweilers. So they not gonna try to team up on Marlo. It won't work. So they done teamed up on Sheree. And this has been proven because Kandi sat down with Don Juan and the Carmen girl and her new face to talk about Sheree's business and her website. Like, what the hell they got to do with Don Juan? Who the hell asked you to have anything to do with anything? Don't you work for Kandi? How is Sheree even coming out your mouth? But that's neither here nor there. So then when she sat down with Kenya and Kandi and Kenya sat down with Monyetta, who they talking about again? Sheree. Yeah, razors and machetes. You know, they know not to run at Marlo. That ain't gonna work. Hey, Mary. And so, right, exactly. So they know. Okay. You say Donna Juanita is so late. So late. So they sat there talking about this girl and this man. Oh, the street said he was talking to somebody. Oh, the street said, oh, you've been listening to the streets too. And I'm sitting there like everybody else. Kandi, the streets been talking about your husband too. But anytime they mention him, we got to listen to you, Billy Goat, cry. But that's neither here nor there, because I want to get to the point. I'm going to land the plane. At that time, Miss Kenya Moore, Miss Ashley herself, he slid in my DMs. He tried to holler at me, she said. Y'all remember she said that now. She didn't say he greeted me. She didn't say he said, hey, how you doing? She said, y'all say it with me, he tried to holler at me. Y'all remember that, right? Okay. She had the thing there. She never accepted it to see. I don't know whether she looked at what was said and just blatantly lied, whether she didn't really see it, just saw he tried to message her and didn't accept it. I don't know. Now, that part we cannot prove because it wasn't clear. Now, Kandi reached over her, if y'all recall, and grabbed that phone and accepted it because she wanted to see the message for herself. Kenya snatched that phone back and said, oh, he must have erased it. Y'all saw that, right? Okay, cool. They get to Sonya's party, decide to make her party about them. So we see in the sneak peek for Sunday coming, for Mother's Day Sunday, Lord, that they sitting up there and they trying to, Kandi teams up with Kenya to say, well, you said you would want to know. She said, yes, but I want full receipts and not half the story. Kandi immediately made one of them horrible catfish faces that she makes all the time with her lips pooched out and stretching her mouth back. I don't know why she does it, but that's what she did. They asked Martell, and he first was like, who, you? She can't talk? Kenya immediately says, oh, you're aggressive. I'm afraid. That man just said, whose DMs, hers? Can she talk? That was not aggressive, but we know Kenya will do the Karen. So he walks away from the table, and they say, are you denying it? He said, yeah, I'm denying it. And then he looked through his phone, and when he saw it, he came back to the table. And I'm giving y'all the play-by-play for a reason now. Just ride with me. He came back over there and he said, I apologize. I did send you a message. He didn't remember sending it or whatever. I don't know. But he looked and saw it and came back and said, yes, I did. I apologize. It's from 2 years ago. Kenya Moore didn't say that's not the message. Kenya Moore said, well, I said at least 6 months. I said at least. In other words, she's confirming that that was indeed the message. That's what she said. I wish I could play the clip, but I don't want no smoke with Bravo. But if y'all go over there to Instagram, to Bravo Shade Room, you can see the clip that I'm talking about. And I'm going to put the receipt on the screen. All right. Hey, Miss Weedy Pooh. Hey, Divine. The message from 2 years ago, let me pull it up. Because I need y'all to look at this and explain to me, is this what we're calling trying to holler? I need us to be very clear. If this is what we call, hey, Miss Sparkle, trying to holler. Kandi said what? What Kandi said was, oh, his side of the, him showing his side of the DM don't. No, it's not his side of the DM. Kenya has already said that he sent her one. That's the DM that sent. It's a timestamp on it. This is a team up. I'm sorry. I'm going to show it in a second. Hey, Essence. I'm going to show it because they lying. Say, Kenya repeated after her. No, she said that he tried to holler. Kandi say he slid in your DM. She said, yeah. And they went with that story. They teamed up to tell a lie. And I'm not letting them off the hook. Now, y'all might, but Nitra's not. Let me pull this up because I need y'all to explain to me if this is what we talking about. Because, see, Kenya do so much lying and it's real tired. Can y'all read that? I want y'all to look real well and explain to me if what you seeing is somebody trying to holler at somebody. Now, this is from 2 years ago. Now, not only, I'm going to leave it there while we discuss this. Not only is this 2 years ago, this was 2 years ago. This is after she sat up on that couch with Sheree. Kiki, he got big D energy. Kiki, ooh, Sherelle, is that Martell? Sheree, is that Martell? Is that Martell? Call him back. Answer the phone. How's Martell? 2 years ago. So for 2 years, this man messaged you. You never accepted the message. Y'all never interacted. So what was you bringing it up for? And then for Kandi to be that upset and that vexed because Sheree was not bothered or rattled by it, y'all teamed up to lie on somebody. That's not cute. And then look at this message. I appreciate the kind words, and kind is in quotation marks, when you were live with blank. With a smiley face. Not no tongue out, not no eyes with hearts on it, not no hearts emojis, no eggplant emojis, no peach emojis. Nothing. So explain to me where this is where somebody trying to holler. And Kandi trying to morph it like a Power Ranger talking about, but he's showing his side. What is his side? It's the same message. Your friend, you didn't even get with your friend Kenya to make sure she tried to deny it. Kenya never denied the message. This is the message. If somebody thanking you for kind words, how the hell is that trying to holler at you? When? How? That's why when Sheree asked the question, well, where's the message? There was no message. Because this was it. This. And let's be very clear. If Martell had erased the message, it wouldn't have still shown on his side. In order for him to erase it, it would have had to be erased on his side too. Y'all see how them lies come back to bite people? RHOA, this is strike one. One more fake storyline. I'm going to say 2 more fake storylines from y'all, and I'm just not going to watch. Meg Scott say, I was confused because Kenya had seemed the most supportive of her talking to him at the reunion. Yes, she did. Now, all of a sudden, she got a problem with it, making up lies, talking about the man tried to holler at her, and we looking at the message from 2020 saying, thank you for some kind words. Yep, not even a smiling. Yeah, just not even crying, laughing, nothing, just nothing. Says giving Ashley and Chris. It's definitely giving something. Ronell say no, Kandi was said he deleted it, but I mean, it could have been him trying to holler, but she never replied to get that far. Yeah, not thank you for some kind words and kind in quotation marks. I don't know. That's a stretch. That's like saying the man passed me the ketchup at dinner. I mean, just undress me with your eyes. Why don't you? Every man speak to you ain't trying to holler. I'm just saying it's giving lie. Lynette said the thirst is real. They need a life. Yes, it's the lies for me. My argument is she know he ain't making no money. It made her feel good to leave him on red mountains and molehills. Right. So why bring it up? Because your friend met him after that. You were supportive after that. So why are you going back to that 2 years ago to pretend he tried to holler at you? Ma'am, stop. So he probably thought his joke was funny. Maybe he did think it was funny, but his show ain't giving he trying to holler. That ain't what it's giving at all. It's giving lie. Toffee Mocha say the plan didn't go through like they wanted it to. It didn't. I don't know. It didn't give me that. It didn't give me that. I'm not gonna dislocate my shoulder reaching. Dolce say, hey, boo. Say he was butt naked on a bearskin rug when he sent the message. Was he butt naked? I don't know, and she don't either. And I don't want to imagine that funny looking man naked nowhere. I'm telling y'all, he looked like Franklin the Turtle to me. I can't. Every time I see Martell, I see Franklin. Shy Boy say that just shows how effed up Ken is. Oh yeah, but a lot of us been saying that. Some people don't want to see it, and the fact that Kandi trying to take part in this fake, phony, lie on people, gang up stuff, it's not cute, honey. You got too many cobwebs in your house. You see that? You see that, Couture Bay? I say these some lying heifers. Boy, y'all gonna fake a storyline on RHOA? Y'all gonna fake a storyline on RHOA. Monique say Kenya's storyline is always somebody else's life. Move on, sis. I want to know why Kandi going along with it and getting irritated in her confessional. That's why I put her confessional picture on the thumbnail, because she up there in the confessional all elevated and hyped up and upset and disgruntled, like she can afford to be doing that with her face. Cheryl say, don't sound like he was trying to hit on her. She sounds jealous besides Missy. Yeah. Yes. Hey, it's Franklin. Come into your house. Yes, it's Franklin. Shy Boy say she's always claiming somebody man want her. Hey, Tom G say it's giving Happy Eddie. Ooh, not Happy Eddie. Not the caveman. No matter where I go. And she shouldn't do that, because that girl, the one they say look like George Foreman on Potomac, Ashley Friend, she can't even compete with Kenya at all. If Kenya never comb her hair again in life, she'll never look like that girl. Kenya's pretty. She don't have no reason to act like this. Hey, LJ Forever. Ooh. Yeah, she went Deborah. She did go Deborah, but she don't have a reason. I see why Deborah tell lies. I don't know why Kenya doing that. Hey, Annie. Right. She do need to worry about what Todd doing. Absolutely. Because this right here ain't cute. Ronell said, I've had dudes use that line on me to try to holler. And I feel you. But I hope you understand that every man that say thank you for something don't mean that they want to get with you. I hope you know that. I hope you're not as crazy as Kenya. Every man say thank you or greet you or be polite to you ain't trying to bust it out. Sometimes it's just thank you and being cordial and being polite, or saying, or just acknowledging you because y'all in the same profession. Everybody don't want you. I have people tell me thank you, appreciate you, you know, this, that, and the third, straight men all the time. It does not mean the day after me. It doesn't. Shy Boy say Kandi need to take her kids to the park. She do, or at least get that baby that was crying on the phone, spend some time. Meg Scott say, no, we got Kenya. I like Ken much better. I like Ken better too, Meg. I ain't gonna lie. She was nicer with Mark. I liked her with Mark. I wish they could have, you know, changed the agreement to something more permanent. Hey, Miss Niecy. I really do. I wish they could have made the agreement permanent because she was so much more palatable with Mark. My argument is say Ken is not Candy's friend. That blow up would be good to see. Yeah, all it's gonna take is for her to think that it's gonna be her job or Candy's, and you know Kenya's gonna go down. She's gonna go down fighting. Couture Bay say Candy need to focus on why her kids keep saying she absent. Oh, ooh. Say no reason at all. She gorgeous, but acts so ugly. Yes, she got everything she need, the full package. Now, if she ever get her booty corrected, like K. Michelle and them when they got their booties corrected, and Black China, Angela White got hers corrected. If she ever get that booty corrected, child, please, that heifer's unstoppable. She really is. Ronell says she didn't say anything bad about him in the interview with Carlos, though. So I'm just saying maybe it could have been him. No, it couldn't have been nothing. She lied. Because I heard her. Did y'all not hear her say he tried to holler? Because I heard that. There ain't no maybe. You don't say somebody did something unless they did it. If you say they did, and then this is the message, you lied. You just lied on somebody. And it's never cute to lie. And every time I catch somebody lying, I don't care whether it's a politician, y'all president, your pastor, the first lady, or the head of the pastor's aid committee, I'm telling. Stop lying. Hey, Pink Rosa. Say, Kenya been one of them girls who be like, he was in my DM. Okay, he with me now. Move on. Okay, but my thing is, if you're going to tell me about he was in your DM, then please tell me what he said. Don't just say he was in there and try to allude to something. Be blunt. Say exactly what it is. And then if you say exactly what it is and you make it plain and you say it with your full chest, make sure it's the truth. And please quit lying. It's the line for me. Shy Boy say, Nene voice, I love her when she's Ken. Oh, yes. I know I loved her when she was Ken. I like Ken. Even right after she had the baby, she was real cool for a minute. And it was right back to nasty, right back to lying going on. Why I got to get in the corner? I wish they could have had changed their agreement to make it into something permanent. Because she was so much nicer with him. She really was. I like Mark. The only thing he did that upset me was that night at that charity when he kind of embarrassed her, like with that, I can't stand it. I ain't like that. You say you ain't nowhere near Kenya, okay? Because she flat out lied on this man. Yes, honey, it's the lies. It's the lies. It's the lies. And see, this is what need to be pointed out every time. Listen, if y'all make me watch this show. And I'm watching this show for y'all. Please know, every time I catch them lying, I'm going to point it out. I just want to be very clear. Say she said that Dan could not show receipts. Right, because this is the receipt. Couture Bay, this is the receipt. That's why she couldn't show it. Candy, what's going on with your restaurants? You need something to focus on. Ooh, child. Couture Bay say, then she called him aggressive when he said she was accepting messages from all the men. Right. Well, she said, yeah, she called him aggressive actually before that when all he said was, well, who's DM? Hers? Can she talk? That's all he said. And she said, oh, you're aggressive. I'm afraid. I'm scared. Scared of what? The minute a man opened their mouth, you're afraid? How, ma'am? Because nothing stops you from talking to men. So why are you afraid if a man responds to you? That's that crap she tried to pull on Sonya's husband last season, and Sonya got her together. I didn't even know Sonya had it in her. She had been so fake and phony and butt kissing. Yeah, the thirst is really real. A 2020 message saying thank you for your kind words. Is somebody trying to holler at her, and her and Kandi jumped dead on it and was gonna drag it. Cheryl say that's what I don't understand. Why does she have to be such a liar? She too cute for such a nasty attitude. She is very rude. She needs a life. She does, but she can have one. That's the part that don't make sense to me. Y'all, please hit the like button. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Hey, Ebso. How you doing, gorgeous girl? Say, I just can't see it as a lie. Well, she did. There is no lightweight. Y'all kill me. Y'all trying to throw some lightweight on something to try to make a lie. There ain't no such thing as a diet lie, baby. Ain't no diet lies. All the lies is extra strength. We don't know what could have been because it ain't go nowhere. But until something happened, you can't say nobody did nothing. That's just lying. All the gymnastics in the world is not going to keep this from being a lie. I don't care if you Dominique Dawes. When you finish with all your gymnastics, this lie still going to be a lie. That's why I left it on the screen. Tom G say, can't decide. Is Ken jealous or wants Martell? I don't think she want that man. I don't believe Kenya want that man. Now, can we be very honest? Kenya Moore can do better than that man standing on her head if she just was dying to have a man. So I don't believe she want that man. I think she lying for the sake of lying. I think she lying because that's what she like to do. I'm not going to put that on her and say she want this man. Couture Bay say if they did this to Todd, it would be hell to pay. Oh, yes. You let somebody lie on Todd. Let somebody tell a lie on that midget. Candy lose her mind. True Wisdom say, finally, thank you, Shanitra. You the only one seeing through Candy Billy Goat lies. Girl, you know I see through it. You know I'm going to see through it. I ain't with it. I don't like nobody on this show enough to cover for nobody. All you got to do is tell one, and I'm going to point it out. Because that's what it is, gymnastics. Straight gymnastics. I'm not finna do no gymnastics to cover up that this is a lying hoe. Now, I'm tired of that. Meg say, that's the point. It went nowhere, so clearly Kenya's reaching. Yes. That man ain't said nothing to her. He ain't said nothing out the way, not even slightly. Not even the winking face emoji, nothing. My argument is, say, if you got a story with no receipt, stay out of it. Right. That's what I think, Andy. She don't like to see nobody happy, and Sheree running around grinning like a piglet. So, she thinking, oh, well, let me bust your bubble. Or I believe her and Candy just done linked up, and Monietta decided, okay, I got to give something because people was talking about how boring I am. Noble Genius say Kenya and Candy are them types of women who avert from their nasty girl reputation by throwing other people under the bus. Right. His name is, yes, Marvin. Girl, I ain't forgot, Fifi. I ain't forget. Hey, hello, beautiful people. Say, now I'm just cooking. Why is Coleslaw so pressed about him messing with Sheree and other women in ATL? Please bring me up to date. I don't know why anybody is pressed over Martell. Martell is a strange looking man to me. I don't understand the fascination. Let me answer my friend. My friend girl be texting me while I'm on this show. Oh, shoot. Nacho Twins mama, thank you so much for the Cash App, sis. I appreciate it. She put something on a girl margarita. I sure appreciate you, sis. That's sweet. Let me send my hearts back. As I hadn't looked down at the phone. Let me send my hearts back. Child, why my sister girl on the phone talking about Martell give her the bus driver mentality? He does give something. And it might be bus driver, real strong. Yeah, the truth will always outrun a lie. That's so true. That's so true. Say Candy would be Wreck-It Ralph over there with that forehead if this was happening to Lil Todd. I can't stand. I love y'all, but I can't stand y'all. Hey, Janice. Yes, Mr. James. They come in with them extra strength lies, and I'm supposed to pretend like I don't see this. I don't give a darn if I don't like Martell. Y'all gonna stop all this lying because it ain't cute. And they say I can see straight through Ken and Candy, and me too. And me too. I just don't see nothing special about Martell. Right now, say Martell look like his Ken is elves. He do look elfin. He do with them ears, even though I love me some animated elves. He give me them elves from Lord of the Rings. Like, he could be a black elf. He could. All he need is one of them blonde lace front wigs. Man, please. He's from Rivendell. The Negro is from Rivendell. Now, I believe that in my heart. He do give you that elf vibe, but that's creepy to me. Little bit of elf, little bit of orc. Okay? SFF, thank you so much for the Cash App, sis. I appreciate you. Love you. Say Candy better work on her marriage and son. Gonna lose him if she don't slow down. She'll be crying a river real soon. Well, I don't wish that on her. I hope she can keep her marriage, whether it's a garden gnome or not. That's her husband, and I want her to keep him. I ain't gonna never pray against nobody's marriage, but they need to stop this lying. Always, always. Hey, Magaline, how you doing, girl? Lala say box fan voice and oatmeal face are already getting on my nerves. Have mercy. Remind me not to make none of y'all mad with me. Y'all some rough sisters, honey. Remind me not to upset now one of y'all. Katube, what you say? Right, I told people Kandi messy. She is. What's amazing to me is you got people that want us to pretend like we don't see this stuff. Yeah, he give the black elf. Like, you know, he got the head shape, the pointy ears. Like if you put him in some of that real shiny, like silver armor and give him like a bow and arrow or something and a lace front wig, he definitely could be from Rivendell for sure. Say Kenya can't get a man because she's a nasty person. Yeah, she might run him off with her. You know, I can see it. I definitely feel like men definitely would approach her. Kenya's not ugly. Kenya's pretty. But maybe once she start talking, they just be like, You know, that might be what it is. I don't know. Yeah, it's the head shape and it's them ears. Definitely giving an elf. Definitely Lord of the Rings. For sure, for sure. Say Ross look good in chocolate. Ross look miniature too. He look good. He might be chocolate, but it's a Hershey's miniature. Hey Tracy Lashley, you hit the like button. Thank you, sis. Say Martell look like Spock on Star Trek. Them ears is something else now. Yeah, thank y'all so much. And our beautiful Bianca is reminding y'all to please hit the like button. Yeah, Lord of the Rings and ATL. Yes. Middle Earth comes to ATL. Sin City, what's going on? Tom G, what you say? Say the snipers are on the porch and I'm loving every kill shot. Me too. You know, it's rough over here. It's rough on this porch. Like, you got to have your affairs in order. Journey B, child, how you doing? You caught me before you went to bed. Oh, I'm so glad. It's been so long. Good to talk to you. Say Martell is not all that. He is slow. He's a slow narcissist. I just can't get into him. No personality whatsoever. Right. That's why I don't understand all this hoopla over the likes of a Martell Holt. That man ain't nothing to look at. He doesn't seem charming. He doesn't seem to have a personality. He doesn't seem to be, you know, a conversationalist, which that makes sense for Sheree because Sheree ain't that smart. If the man was too much of a conversationalist, they wouldn't get along. You know, I ain't dissing Sheree. She's another beautiful lady, banging shape, but Sheree ain't that bright. So, you know, if he was an intellectual, they wouldn't work. You thought he looked like Squidward? No, I didn't get that from him. I definitely Lord of the Rings, Elf, definitely Franklin. I did not get Squidward. Hey, Dora. Definitely didn't get that. Not from him. Hey, Carrie Smith, how you been? Yeah, Ralph is definitely a Hershey's miniature, for sure. Not a sassy elf on the shelf. And let me ask y'all something else while we at it. Do y'all mind? Y'all want to go to social media? Because I don't mind if we do. I don't mind if we do. Because I want to talk about some of these tweets that Sheree and Kandi is tweeting back and forth. Because I suspect. I suspect. Let me do the Iyanla Vanzant fake cackle. I suspect that Martell is the one clapping back on Sherelle's account. I'll keep calling that girl Sheree. I suspect Martell is the one clapping back on Sheree's account because when the hell Sheree became so goddamn witty. No, I don't think so. I think he got big elf energy, Warnell. I think he has big elf energy. Because he ain't never, you know, gave me no type of energy, honey. It's giving elfin vibes. DS say the toddler suits would have made Sheree say no. You silly. You still watching? Oh, you're in your office. Okay. That's all right. We're going to try to get you through the last little bit of that work day. I'm being for real. That man don't look like nothing to me. I'm telling you, he looked like he might be able to live in a tree and make a mean cookie. But I don't see him with no big D energy, as y'all like to say. I don't see it. Maybe I got to squint. Maybe y'all don't mind going over there? Yeah, definitely giving PR stunt. Yep. Thank you for hitting the like button, girl. Hey, Queena. Well, if y'all don't mind, let's head over to social media because I personally have suspicions. There go my sis, Verdana. Okay, well, at least you hanging in there with us. Hey, Velda. Hey, girl. Uh-huh. You say he ain't that quick. I feel like he's sassy, though. He real sassy. Sheree ain't sassy. Sheree, give me that auntie that need to call her nieces and them to program her remote control. I'm just saying. Right now, he do look like he could live in a tree and make a mean cookie. Now, I'm going to give him that. I like the ones with the chocolate drizzle too, Ronell. I do. I admit it. I'm guilty. I love them cookies with that chocolate drizzle. That shortbread cookie that got the chocolate on the bottom and that drizzle on. Yes, that's lit. That's lit. Yeah, he real sassy. Okay, so let's go on ahead. Let me go to social media because I need y'all to, check some of this stuff. It's too sassy for Sheree Whitfield. Sheree do not give me sassy. Sheree has never given me sassy since we've been introduced to her on the telly. Since she's been on telly, she's never given sassy. Now, all of a sudden, you expect me to believe that you quick with it and you sharp at the tongue. And you ain't never been. In her life, she ain't never been quick with it or sharp at the tongue. Now, all of a sudden, this is what you trying to make us believe. Let me just go on record and say, I don't believe it. Okay, so I got it ready. Let me go on and share the screen. I had to make sure I had it right. Ronell, you see what I'm saying? She ain't that quick. She ain't. She just ain't. So let me go ahead and get ready and let's slide over here to the Insta. She mumble and stutter. She could be a mumble rapper. Quavo could get with Sheree and put the Migos back together right now. Now all of a sudden, Mushmouth is quick at the mouth. When? Didn't she struggle? She go to warbling and yodeling and stuttering and hacking and stuff when it's time to talk. Like, no ma'am. You too cute to be sounding like Chewbacca. Say, but she was going against Heavy Hitter season 10. Yeah, well, this mouth right here that we seeing on social media could have held its own. I don't believe this Sheree, y'all. Let me pull it up and get a couple comments. Yeah, Quavo could get with Sheree, bring the Migos back. That's all she got to do. Chicken teriyaki. That's it. New hit. That's all they need. So let's go and share the screen. Shout out to the Bravo Shade Room because they be having stuff. So let's go her. Now, look what Sheree had to say. Community service, community property. You should know, former community puss. Hashtag RHOA. Hashtag who gon' check me boo. Kandi couldn't say nothing, but you sure be going hard for somebody who giving hard eggplant to everybody but go off, sis. She didn't go hard. She just checked you because you was in her business. You was in her yard. She didn't ask you about who Todd was giving his to. That's your husband. This Negro is a boyfriend if he's that. Because some of us believe he's a whole PR stunt. But you got a whole husband. You put on that god-awful dress and married him and gave him access to your funds, hun, and took his last name so y'all could be matching salt and pepper shakers or matching garden gnomes. And he dealing ding-a-ling to everybody that'll take it. Now, we really want to go there, sis? So then Sheree responds, does a friend hold information about a person you dating and bring it up months later on the national TV? Let me know. So I'm sitting there like, okay, maybe Sheree just had enough. Maybe that's what it is. Now, here she go again. Maybe I should have gave her some KFC at the reunion since food is the only peace offering she accepts. And then we have delicious, and then KFC entered the chat talking about we got delicious lemonade if you're feeling thirsty. She talking about I'm good. I like Popeyes better. Child, then how about later, y'all? They say Popeyes gonna jump into it, talking about not in Nene Leak's voice. Now how we get into this? I just want somebody to explain to me, am I tripping? Because I feel like Martell is the one writing. I feel like we looking at Martell writing. Period. Say it could be her oldest daughter. It could be. I didn't think about her, but I just felt like it was Martell. And the reason why I felt that way is because I felt like that because her daughter been around and she ain't never helped her mama out online. All of a sudden, magically, Martell come into the picture and Sheree get a social media presence. Because she ain't never had one before. Only thing Sheree Whitfield could do was take pretty pictures now. Hello, beautiful. You see what I'm seeing? I thought I was tripping. I'm like, well, maybe I'm crazy. Let me just ask y'all. Hey, Lita, you had time to slide through? Say, Kandi, well, why her feelings hurt so bad, Couture Base? Tell me, matter of fact, let me put my StreamYard in the chat because I want to know why would Candice's feelings be hurt? Did I miss something? What is Candice's feelings hurt about? I be clueless sometimes. I do be clueless sometimes. So let me know. Why would Candice's feelings be hurt? Say, I agree. She by scam is not quick enough. She ain't. She's just not. She's not bright at all. Ain't nothing smart about Sheree. Y'all not gonna convince me that she just grew a brain overnight. No. Sheree ain't grew no brain overnight. I'm not buying that. Hey, Couture Bay. Hello.
Can you hear me now?
I sure can.
Okay, I don't know if I'm coming in broken up, so just let me know, Sunitra, because I don't want it to mess up the show.
Girl, you good. Go on, talk.
Okay, so I think Kandi her feelings is hurt because Sheree is the talk of the season, the season opener. Everybody was talking about Sheree, from Carlos King down to the top YouTubers and everybody on Twitter. And they're starting to see Kandi unravel by the seams, like being messy. She hates being called messy. She can't stand being called aggressive. And she's like, I'm trying to bring it, but nothing's landing. Then people are like, girl, you need to focus on your mothering and your wifely duties because your husband is linked over talking on the laptop to some lady, and your kids are complaining every chance they get about how you don't spend time with them. So I think it's starting to get to her, so she feels like she has to do a lot because the veil is lifting. But I'm driving back to San Antonio. I'm listening in the car. I'm gonna drop back down, but I just had to bring that little 2 cents.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
glad you did because I didn't even think about it like that.
Oh, I've been studying Kandi since season 2. I said she has an ulterior motive. I don't know what it is, but something about her I just can't get with because she messy, and people thought I was tripping. That tardy for the party was only came into fruition because she was trying to prove something to Nene, not
Yeah.
because she cared about Kim.
Yeah, well, I was very honest. I didn't like her from season 2 when she first came on. I never liked her. Everything about her was stinking, phony, and manipulative. I never liked her.
Yeah, it was weird. So, but I'm gonna drop back down. Y'all come on up. Make sure y'all like this video. And
Wait,
of
wait,
course,
wait. Couture Bay, don't run yet. Ronell got a
okay.
point. That's why I left this comment up because I want your opinion on this before you go now. Ronell said he think it's a stunt and Carlos King is behind it, as though his alleged protege is Eric that approached Kandi in the OLG.
Ooh, I believe those things are facts, but
Mm-hmm.
Andy has publicly said that he wants Carlos King back. He has said that plenty of times. The rumor around the mill is that they're making Kandi work for that 2.3 million because people are tired of her skating by. I don't know if anybody noticed, but Marlo said it. Sheree has said it. Courtney didn't back down, even though I think Courtney was being a little too much. But
Yeah,
I think she did that on purpose. Oops,
yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. That was the navigation. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I do think Eric is Carlo King's protege, but he also knows if the show tanks, he loses his job, and nobody wants to lose their job behind a woman who says she has all this social media presence and all this money in the bank, but she's not interesting to watch on TV. It is what it is.
That's right. It's just the truth. You got a point. Well, look, drive safe. Please be careful on that road.
Yes, ma'am, I am. I got two hands on the steering wheel, and I have the phone in the thing.
Okay, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna drop
All
back
right.
down, y'all.
Bye, gorgeous.
Bye.
All right. Hey, Janice, you finally made it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I ain't mad at Sheree for keeping them lights on because when her lights wasn't on in that house, people was talking about her, and I was people. Cheryl said I hollered at the KFC comment, but that's not Sheree. I don't think so either. Y'all, I don't know how, how everybody put them polls in the chat. I don't know how to put a poll in the chat, and I'm just gonna be very transparent with that. There go my nephew. Her feelings is hurt. Y'all peeped that. I didn't get that. I was just like, what's wrong with this girl? Why she acting like that? Dia said that's Martell writing because that was too many words for Sheree. I agree. I totally agree. But yeah, they know how to put them polls. I don't know how to put no poll nowhere in no chat. I ain't nobody taught me that, so I don't know how to do it. But put a 1 in the chat if y'all think Martell is typing for her. Put a 2 in the chat if you think she writing for herself, or put a 3 in the chat if y'all think it's a third party that's doing her typing. Because I don't believe that it's her. I personally believe it's Martell. So 1 for Martell, 2 for Sheree, and 3 for her daughter, her mama, or somebody else. Hey, Glennis. Where she went? Okay, DS saying she think it's Martell. Okay. Hold on. Who this here? L. Hey, L. Okay, True Wisdom says she think it's a third party. L says Martell. Glennis think it's Martell. Brian, hey Brian. Brian think it's Martell. Fifi says she think it's a third party. So don't nobody think Sheree wrote this, right? So I'm not crazy. Don't nobody believe Sheree wrote this. Because I know I don't. Toffee Mocha say third party. Okay, I see some 1s. I see some 3s. King Imperial Magnanimous, thank you for coming, and thank you for that 3. Tom G say he think it's a 3. Miss Sparkle say it's either 1 or a 3 because it ain't Sheree. Oh, SF, the first person to think Sheree got something to do with it, 1 and 2. I think she be sitting there while they typing. Couture Bay say it could be 2 and 3. D. Marie came back to say 1 again. She ain't changed her mind. So ain't nobody just gonna give. Okay, Janice, the first person to say that maybe it's just Sheree by herself. Okay. Say Martell or her daughter, she had in her youth. Yeah, it's the 1 of the 3, the number 1 and number 3. That's what I'm thinking. It could be the daughter, but I just feel like what would make her all of a sudden go to writing for her mama? And she ain't been helping her. You know what I'm saying? Meg say, I say Thelma for Sheree. My friend girl that's on the phone, she said maybe it was Mama Thelma. It could be. I like Mama Thelma. She's the cute little old lady. LJ say 3. Queen of Hearts KS. Hey, Bookie. Queen of Hearts say 3. Rynell say, I don't believe she wrote that. Me either. I don't. Hey, Vita from Denver. So I'm okay. At least I'm not crazy because I'm not the only person thinking like, ain't no way in hell Sheree wrote none of this. It's just not giving her. It's just not. Hey, Angel Game Garner. I'm glad you caught it too. And you say you think Martell did it. I think so too. I'm just sorry. I do not believe in my heart that it was Sheree. I don't. I believe she got somebody writing for her. And she probably excited because somebody can do her snappy comebacks because she just don't have them. I'm glad you caught alive too. Welcome now. Don't let this be your last time. Ooh, Brian Patterson say, do y'all think it could be Carlos tweeting? Well, let me ask y'all. Do y'all think it could be Carlos tweeting for Sheree? Do y'all think so? I don't know. It could be. It could be. I don't put nothing past none of them. Carlos could be doing it for her. He could now. Carlos is shady. Carlos is shady. What y'all think? Thank you, Cheryl. I be wondering sometimes because y'all know I be seeing stuff and everybody else be saying something else, and I'm sitting there like, y'all really believe Sheree wrote that? Right, Glennis, he give me real sassy. Like he'll pop off real quick at a chick verbally. I don't think he'll touch nobody. Now I don't know if he beating women. Y'all let me know. I don't know that much about. I don't know nothing about this man, but he does come off real sassy. DV said, I don't think they're spending time together off camera, so I'll say 3. Okay, that's a good point too. That's a good point. If this is like a PR thing, how much time do they actually spend together? Or who say they together? He might just have a login where he could do the talking. You know? My argument is, say the girl from the fashion show last season, they got Kenya together. Oh shoot, what was her name? Because I liked her. The Middle Eastern girl. Baby, she gathered Kenya by her edges. Yes, she did. I say, oh, wow. Oh, my friend on the phone say, yeah, but Martell had a hard time getting out of high school and his ex did his work in college. And both of them reading at a scholastic book fair level. I'm through. I'm just going to be quiet because maybe Carlos King is writing this. Carlos, if you is writing this, thank you. King St. Carl said it might be Carlos. If Carlos, if you writing this, you can come out. You know, we ain't going to be mad at you. Hey, Delightful by Design girl. Say, I don't think it's her daughter because Sheree hit her the first season. Nah, I don't know that. I'm not gonna do that. Y'all rough, man. Oh, it's snipers on this porch. This porch be getting hot. Can we bring the window unit outside? Y'all get hot on this porch. Bob the love doctor wrote it. I'm not fooling with y'all. Maybe Fat Toon wrote it. Brian say, I'm thinking it was Carlos. Now, y'all got me thinking it was Carlos after the Scholastic Book Fair. Say the elf is being Sheree's little helper instead of Santa's. We are Santa's elves, filling Santa's shelves. Okay. Whew. Well, we know it ain't Carlos. Not Carlos. We know it ain't Todd being Santa's elf. He's an angry elf. Radonna say Martell still can't find his right suit size. Excuse me. Or his socks. He ain't right nothing. I'm through with y'all. Say it could be Carlos. Now y'all got me thinking that it's Carlos. But I know Sheree ain't do it. Now that part I'm willing to put money on. Sheree didn't do this. If it's Carlos, then he lame and bored. Not too lame. And I don't know. He might have an ulterior motive. You know, Carlos good with reality TV. Whether you love him or hate him, you got to be real with that. He is good for reality TV and he's good with reality TV. If there's anybody that can make something be a little bit interesting, it'll be Carlos King. I'm not his biggest fan. I don't dig a lot of stuff he do. But if we gonna tell the truth, the man is good at what he does with reality TV. He just is. Like, yeah, it's no way around that. True Wisdom said this was all a setup between Andy and Carlos to get the ratings up on both shows. Could be. But if it is, we know who came up with the idea because Andy ain't that bright. Right. Carlos, if you being messy, just say it. Lord, Meg Scott say Phaedra wrote it. If Phaedra wrote it, Kandi would be over there in therapy. Phaedra would have had Kandi sitting over there in therapy. Confetti. I'm just saying, y'all know Phaedra mouth. If Phaedra was the one snapping back, Kandi would have ended up in one of them Better Health ads on YouTube. Tiger I say Martell still struggling to get that builders like, ooh, girl, you just gonna put the man business out there. I heard that about him. Girl, I'm sipping mine too. It's burning my lips. Y'all know my lips too big to be getting burnt. Say they not lying. We ain't know about nobody but Bob's kids. I know. Say it could be the prodigy. It could be. It could be. Lord, my friends say Martell real girlfriend could have wrote it. It takes a village. I'm through. You know what? I'm breaking up with all y'all. I can't take all this. I done had a rough morning. I done been crying and all that. Yes, I'm singing the F song. Y'all know I break out and start singing something silly at any given time. Y'all know y'all can't trust me with that. So Carlos has been on a statewide tour with Martell. This is the stuff he does. Right. This could be to make Martell interesting and to make his show pop. Hell, he might be the one told him to act like he go with Sheree. Yeah, when you're a fella that big, you walk around showing your ankles, it's very off-putting. It's scary. Lord Vita say Putin wrote it. Maybelline, hey girl. Yes, them Better Help ads. That's where she gonna end up. Hey, Gossip News. So I need Marlo and Sheree to shut up or get the packing. Well, Sheree ain't the one talking. She the one getting talked about. She just clapping back, and I want to know who wrote them. I'm not gonna tell nobody. If people shooting at you, you can't tell them not to say nothing back. That's crazy. Who the hell is Kandi? That girl that lady can't talk back to her. How? On what day? Hey, Charm CC. Yes, child. She say it take a village. I'm ready to jump from the roof. Yeah, girl, you done missed over an hour. It's a whole lot that went on. A whole lot. But that's what I'm thinking. Now, something else done happened. Do y'all, man, y'all got another quick minute to hang with me? Hang with your sis? Gossip News say I'm the one who wrote the darn tweets. Did you do it for real, Gossip News? If you did, we ain't gonna be mad at you. We just know Sheree didn't write them on her own. Now we know that. Sheree did not write them on her own. Yeah, Charm CC, a whole hour, girl, a whole hour. But I want to talk about something else that done went on. Hold on, let me get this. Because I need y'all to make this make sense to me. Oh, if you can, I ain't gonna be mad because I couldn't make no sense out of it either. But I want us to listen to this together, and then let's try to get through this as a family. Because there's some things that, you know, 1 and 1 is coming up 4. One and 1 is coming up 4. So let's share the screen. Let's get this out the way. If y'all don't mind. Ooh, let's share the screen. Let's share the screen. Lord Gossip News say he wrote them for Sheree and didn't get paid. I'm through. Now the didn't get paid part, that sounds real authentic because we know Sheree don't like to pay people. So let's make sure that we all on the same page because I need y'all to hear this because I need answers.
Why you gotta chill? Why you gotta chill? What if he felt just like what he said? F her. What if he felt like that? And he's saying that to his friend. What I don't like about it is that every time we bring up his name, not us, but every time his name is brought up, that always McLean because he is that way. We know him to be that. So it gotta be him. That's what I don't like when people have that kind of stigma, because I got that. It's quick for you to think that, oh, well, Lisa Raye would have did that, or Lisa Raye said that. And I don't like that, because that very next time it could have been very different. But you blame me because of my past.
But if you have 2 incidents in one weekend, like, again, we're playing like come on. If I have 2 incidents in one weekend, I go, come on, y'all judge me for something I did 8 years ago, but I did 2 of those things this weekend that were both caught on audio.
What 2 things? What was the one thing? Why he gotta chill?
So basically, Lisa Raye is over here Lisa Raye again. And I got something to say. Now, the problem I got with this, let me make sure we on the same page. The problem I got with this, who pressed her button, flipped her switch, or tugged her chain and told her to come out here and try to defend the indefensible? Chris Brown is not just, he doesn't just have a bum rap or a bad reputation from something a whole long time ago. Chris Brown is problematic on a regular basis every chance he gets. And what the hell you mean that might be just how he felt? Well, you can feel how you feel, but the recordings and the people who are saying what happened at this event said that he actually tried to get in a woman's face and was trying to get aggressive with a woman. What the hell is Lisa Raye talking about? Can anybody ever defend what this woman is talking about? Say this is a case of where stupidity make you ugly. Her and Kenya Moore could have been classmates and best friends. This is another case of stupidity making you ugly as hell. Why would you sit up there and be talking about somewhere, you know, people just because he known to be that way and doing air quotes with her fingers like bunny ears, like some kind of idiot? Now, I'm about to ask a silly question. Has she been educated anywhere? Because it's given no. And I'm mad because Claudia Clawfoot Jordan had more sense than her. And on what day does Clawfoot have, is Clawfoot the voice of reason? What day is that? You only caught the tail end. She wasn't saying nothing, talking about some. He said, F her. What if he felt that way? What if he just felt that way? Why he got the chill? Because you're a man. He's a man, and he don't need to be getting aggressive with women. That's why. The fact that Usher had to step in to de-escalate because you was trying to get aggressive with a woman because you went to cussing at her and you was mad because she paid you dust. So you went to close distance and get aggressive with a woman. And then because the man that threw you the party de-escalated it and followed y'all outside to talk with you, you and your friends jumped him. That's embarrassing, Chris Brown. You was a whole coochie. Brian says she the perfect example of never meet your idols. Baby, she's the perfect example of why some people need to just be pretty and pose for pictures. Talking is not your forte. DS say Lisa Raye just want to be noticed, but it's not the Players Club. Well, that's true. Maybe she should have stuck to that. Maybe she should have talked Ice Cube into doing Players Club Part 2 or something, because this, you know, commentary and whatnot, that's not for her. Y'all, please like this video. Mama Peanut is in the chat. You can't defend her, King Imperial. Elle say Chris got a track history of abusing women. She need to. What that mean? I don't know that emoji. I'm scared of it. What that is, Elle? Say, have we got any proof, Chris incidents? Yes. We do have proof because there's audio and people have clips. So he did do exactly what they said he did. And ain't nobody saying burn him at the stake, but she need to stop this. Stop trying to defend men who want to get aggressive with women. He was in public with the bull crap. There's no way out of this. Let it go. Tom G say Clawfoot was right on this one. Hate to say it. Yes, she was. Oh, stop. Oh, it means stop. Okay. Ignorance and stupidity seems to be contagious. It does. It does. And I'm sorry. I'm never defending that. You're a man. Stop trying to be aggressive with women. It's as simple as that. It really is. You say she was educated at the Players Club. You know what? You show right. Because that's what it's giving. It's giving uneducated hood rat is what it's giving. And I'm real tired of her, if I'm being honest. Hazeline, I'm real tired of her. I'm not even talking about that part. I'm not even going to that part. They say he did it. That's too many people have confirmed that that's what happened. At this point, I don't care. Those are grown men. If you did it, you coochie as hell, and that stands. My problem with Lisa Raye is she wasn't addressing that. She was trying to justify his aggression toward Tiana Taylor, who, no matter how harsh she may look, is a goddamn woman. King Sankara say women like this you protect young women from being around. Yeah, young women don't need to be around old whores like Lisa Raye. Because there's no excuse for that. He might have felt that way. So if a man feel like strangling the life out of you because your mouth slick, should we support him? Should we make excuses for him? She need to stop that. You don't do that. You don't run up on no woman trying to be aggressive to the extent, because they said it wasn't just Usher that tried to de-escalate. It was Usher and somebody else tried to de-escalate when he went to trying to run up on that woman. You don't do that. If he was that upset because the AMAs didn't want him to slide around on the stage trying to do an afflicted moonwalk, then take that up with the AMAs. If she pulled out of a performance, oh well, oh bloody well. They didn't want you up there because they just didn't want you there. It's Disney. He tried to pull that I'm a black man and y'all out to get me because of my past and Rihanna. Baby, you've been problematic ever since Rihanna. If it had only been that incident, that would have been all it was. And I'm sure people would have gotten over it, because after all, nobody cares about black women and who abuses them. But this man done been in trouble a couple times by putting his paws on women. And in this incident, again, you trying to get aggressive with a woman because she pulled out of a performance with you? If Chris don't quit snorting that powder or smoking them rocks, this is out of control. And Lisa Raye, she need to get off them too. Trina say Kim Z can't call nobody stupid. Look at her situation. Who is talking about that hoe? Because I'm not. The hell with a Kim Z. King Sankara say if that is the case, I wonder what she has to say about R. Kelly, how R. Kelly was feeling. I would like to know. I'm pretty sure she got an excuse for it. You sick of all of them. I like Selena Johnson most times if I hear something she say. Oh, she supports R. Kelly. I told you. I felt like she was the kind that would be supporting that. She real trashy. Always saying something inappropriate. After she made them comments about that baby's hair, and oh my God, I've been over her. I've been over Lisa Raye. Is this my gossip news? Hey, Bookie.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
What's going down? Tell me what you think about all this mess. They done raised my blood pressure. I'm over here having a hot flash and everything.
Look, what I gotta say this is, Chris knows he's dead wrong for going against a woman.
You're right.
And he's playing the victim card, which is funny because he owned ownership for Brianna, but now all of a sudden you're gonna say, well, I was provoked. I'm being judged because of my issues with Brianna. Maybe if you didn't beat Brianna and it wasn't well known that you two were dating, that you beat the living life out of her, almost beat the living life out of her, you would be labeled as a woman abuser. If you didn't always have these fights with these grown women, you wouldn't be having no issues.
Well,
And I need a little ma'am over there who wants to talk her mouth and try to defend Chris to go take a seat. Take several
big
seats.
one. Yes.
Because I can't. I
It's
cannot
too
with her.
much.
Right. You don't even know the man and you're defending him in his actions. So if she had a daughter and she was dating Chris and he decided to beat the brakes off to her, what is he going to do then?
Right.
Be like,
well, maybe he really
oh,
felt that way. You heard what she said. Well, what if he really felt that way? So if he decided to beat the hell out you or choke the life out of you, well, maybe he just felt that way.
yes.
because that's her excuse. And you saw him in the chat saying that she was defending R. Kelly. So I'm like, I believe it. She seems like that kind.
Yep, she is that kind, the kind to excuse men's behavior. It's just sad.
Until they do something to her. Because she was
Yep.
mad as hell about her husband and Tisha Campbell husband, and she got a problem with him because he was running around with her husband, and that's why her and her husband wasn't together. And I mean, she was just mad. When she's on the receiving end, it's a problem. But when you see
Right.
these men being abusive to other black women, that's okay.
And
She
that
got a
fits.
she has
And that fits.
she has a rationale for that.
Right. And I'm gonna call that she's being a hypocrite. You
Hypocrite
cannot.
and the queen of the mammies. Stop mammying.
Yeah.
If a man is wrong, I don't care if he is black. If you wrong, you wrong. If you abusive to black women, you're abusive to black women. If you're a colorist and problematic, you are colorist and problematic. But we know she don't have a problem with that, because when she was talking about what went on with the nasty comments about Lil Blue's hair, whichever child's hair, I think it was Lil Blue Ivy's hair. And she was like, well, they ain't gonna say Baby Bella got no nappy hair, because Baby Bella hair ain't nappy.
Yep.
She's colorist.
She is a colorist.
Yeah, she's a piece of trash. Big one. I'm telling you, that's a real good example of sis be pretty and take pictures. Here, quit talking.
Yep.
And I think all
Yeah.
that people and hate is aging her, because she said she's starting to look like a bruised banana a little bit, just like Giselle.
Yep. Look, you called it right there. I was about to say. She's acting like a Giselle.
And aging like spoiled milk too. The life of that by design say Chris act like a child, and it seems as if no one around him is telling him to grow up. Right.
I agree.
Now, what's your opinion about this mess with Kenya flat out saying this man tried to holler at her, and then we looking at a 2-year-old DM that she claimed he deleted, but it's still visible in his box. Now, I ain't the smartest with the technology because I'm old and I own it. But if he had deleted it where she couldn't see it, how would it still be in his box?
That's what I'm saying.
So it sounds like a lie, right?
It sounds like a lie.
And then the message say, thank you for your kind words when you was live with so-and-so. How is that trying to holler? It looked like a lie to me.
It is a lie. I think this year Kenya is coming at Sheree, and it's pretty sad actually.
Okay, so help me out. Help Auntie out. What
Yes.
would make her do this? Do you think it's just a team up? Because it's giving me it's got to be just a team up, because I didn't see nothing that Sheree did to Kenya. Did Sheree do something and I missed it to her?
No. I don't look. What I remember, what I looked at last season, because I checked it to see Kenya and Sheree are in good terms.
That's
It's the
how.
fact
That's
that,
what I thought.
and it's like now it seems like Kandi and Kenya don't like Martell. They see the fact. I think they believe the fact that he is an opportunist because you're dating somebody who's on a more successful show than you. But I also then turn to think that Marlo and Sheree are teaming up against Kandi. So it's like, it's a team up team. It's team versus team.
Well, I said before that they turn this show into survival, like they're
It
trying to
is.
get certain people off the island, so to speak.
It
But
is like survival.
right, and so look at it. I look at it from this standpoint. They see Martell like, oh, I think I can see he's an opportunist because you on a most successful show. So why was Kandi not able to see that Todd was an opportunist, because he wasn't on nobody's show?
Right. He was a cameraman.
Wasn't even doing the cameraman work. He was like, what was he, craft services or something? He wasn't even like one of the main producers.
I think he was on craft. He was the crafts person.
That's what I thought. So it's like, now in your mind, you need to try to attack Sheree and pretend that it's about this man and go after this dude and tell lies and do all this weird stuff. But you was mad because your mama pointed out the fact that man that you married to is an opportunist. Just like he now on this show throwing hissy fits like he about to quit the lollipop guild if you don't make him into a millionaire like you. Like it's your responsibility to make me a millionaire. You better make me one too.
Right. And that's just actually pretty sad at this point that Kandi is letting Todd do this. Because Todd's always been doing this. Most of his businesses that he started, who funded them? Kandi.
Everything. But she can't see that as an opportunist. She need to go
Right.
after Martell, which we pretty much can all see that this more than likely is like a PR stunt or something. You know what I
It
mean?
is a PR stunt.
We can see
I
what
don't,
it is. So why are you lying on people? Is what I'm trying to understand. What are we lying about?
you know what? That's my main question because it doesn't make any sense.
Thank you. That's where I'm confused. Like, forgive me for being slow, but that's where I'm confused. What are we lying about?
Right. Because I do feel like this is a. I feel like the last few seasons of Atlanta, seasons 13. What season are we in? 15.
15.
So season 13, yeah, 13, 14, and 15 are now just PR stunts. We
That's
get false.
all.
We're getting allegations of cheating, allegations of having sex with strippers, allegations of people being opportunists, and we saw this already back in season 10 with Cynthia
Mm-hmm.
and what was the white guy? What was his name? It wasn't Peter. It was something. It was like she was dating somebody in between Peter and Mike.
What just let's just call him miscellaneous dude because he didn't even make an
Mr.
impression.
Right, he did. Miscellaneous dude. When
Mm-hmm.
they said that he was an opportunist, who brought
Mm-hmm.
that up? Eva and Portia.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have it where we got Kenya and Kandi pulling the opportunist card again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like you can't keep using the same materials you used 5 seasons ago to your benefit.
Right. And see, this one thing about it, see, pendulums swing both ways, to borrow from, big forehead Ashley Darby.
Yep,
A pendulum
it
has
does.
the typical motion of swinging both ways. So if you can point out the man having lesser makes him an opportunist, then clearly that man you married to has to be an opportunist. If that's all it takes to be one. Never mind the fact that Mama Joyce did everything but hold up poster boys at your wedding and jump up and down like a cheerleader.
Right.
My
Also,
thing
how
is
do you
whatever's
feel?
going on between Sheree and Martell, them two grown people. Why are you lying on folks? What are you doing that for?
Right, and also, why even bring it up in the first place?
That's what I'm confused about, especially a 2-year-old message that you never accepted. Kenya sat up there. Oh, how's Martell? Oh, you and Martell. Oh, he got BD energy. This, that, and the third. And then all of a sudden, you bringing up a 2-year-old message talking about he tried to holler at you, girl. 2 years ago with a thank you
So,
for your kind words.
yeah, for kind words for a live that you were on.
Now, King
It's
St. Clair might
literally,
have a point. You see this?
yeah.
My
Sheree
my
was
nephew Sheree was
co-signing Marlo.
co-signing Marlo, calling them hoes, mentioned Kandi, rocking the mic everywhere, and pushed Sonya to confront Kenya. So people don't forget. But this the thing:
You got
Sheree didn't push Kenya to Sonya to confront Kenya. Marlo did, and
Marlo
Marlo
did.
and Marlo pulled a whole facts. And let me be clear: I don't like all that whole shame and stuff, but I can't knock Marlo for that because they've been calling her whole year after year after year with no proof. So by
Right,
the
and I
time you
also
call somebody 50 different flavors of hoes, the one time they call you a hoe, please don't cry blood.
and I want to
Please
say this because this is interesting, and I do believe Marlo did push Sonya. I also think when Sonya and Saray had their like talk and they figure out their issues. Since not Cynthia, but Sheree had said something about you might want to watch out for Kenya. Kenya has issues with you. So it seemed like, in a way, Marlo had pushed Sonya more, and Sheree has just said something in a passing comment. But I'm
Yeah,
also
but a
wondering
passing
how. So
comment that don't equal. I'm gonna just tell a lie on you. Like, you know what I mean?
right,
That's like not a shotgun to kill a roach. Like, what are you doing?
right, and it's also bringing on the fact that it's. But Kenya's been called a whore for a while,
I mean,
so it's like, at
yeah,
the
it
same
wasn't
time, it
exactly
doesn't.
new info.
Right, it's been said several times. So
Right,
why are
right.
you gonna go and say, "Oh, these messages from 2 years ago"? I'm calling stuff on it because it just seems awkward and weird.
Yeah, it
If you
does.
felt awkward, you didn't have to you didn't have to bring it up on the show.
True. You didn't.
You didn't have to. You could have kept your mouth shut and said,
Right.
"Oh, let me not say nothing
Yep. Let me leave this alone.
because I don't got time for it."
That's it.
But
But we went all the way to
Kenya,
telling lies.
yeah, and this is Kenya. Kenya doesn't have a storyline this year, so
Mm.
is at this point I'm like, what's the whole point of her being here if she doesn't have a storyline?
Mm-hmm.
Because what's her storyline going to be? Oh, I'm finally divorcing. I'm finally leaving. Freaking my divorce from Mark is finally coming to an end.
That divorce gonna be 20 years because they ain't married. It's gonna, you know what I mean? It's no way out
Right?
of this thing. Because the
There's not.
dissolution of marriage is that something that's public record. People will be able to get their hands on it. And if there's no dissolution of marriage on record, then everybody's gonna know exactly what time it was. I feel like she's stalling, hoping we forget about it.
Look, I'm with you on that part.
Because quite frankly, I'm still waiting on somebody to produce a marriage license for Robert and Juan.
Look, I'm still trying to figure that
Ain't
part out because I
nobody been
don't.
able to locate that chick.
Nope.
Ain't nobody been able to locate one. I know people personally that have called courthouses looking for public record. It's no record. So, I feel like a lot of this stuff that we've been seeing, especially on Bravo and VH1, is fake as hell. And I need them to come on and tell us what time it is really. We need Kenya to do
Right.
what? What do we need Kenya to do, Angel Gamer? Angel Garner? Angel Gamer? Is that Gamer? I think my eyes bad.
Let me see. Angel Gamer.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
you're
yeah,
right.
see.
It is
Listen, y'all
Gamer.
get old, okay? I promise. Don't do it. It's a scam. I fell for it.
Look, you're not
Rondell,
old. You're not
thank you.
old.
Rondell say, but that man was an opportunist that was dating Cynthia. What about Todd? That's
Saw.
what I'm saying.
Didn't.
Like,
What about
no,
Dennis?
Dennis had plenty of money.
Dennis had
Now he
money.
might he got plenty of money. He got plenty of money. Yeah, he had plenty of money. He might have
He
had a
got
pot
plenty.
belly and he might have looked like a hood Santa Claus, but he had
Yep.
plenty of money. I ain't gonna even clown him. He had plenty of money.
Look, I
But
will say he had money. Well,
that's right. Like at the end of the day, let me tell you something. If that man got the money to pay for access, let the man pay for access. So let him pay. Oh, I don't have no problem with a man paying. He ain't no opportunist if he got that coin.
look, look, I'm here for it. I am so here for it.
Okay, and quite frankly, I don't feel like Martell is an opportunist. I feel like him and Sheree came to an arrangement because ain't neither one of them got nothing. What is he
Right.
the opportunist of?
I mean, look, him and
The house
Mel.
that her mama built and them PPP loans. What the hell is he an opportunist of? Like, if y'all don't please get out my face with the foolishness, what is he an opportunist of?
Look, that's my thing.
Now I ain't trying to be ugly because that's not my brand. But I'm just being honest here.
Look, we always gotta be honest.
Like, what are we really saying? Brian Patterson said it sounded like Kenya mad because Sheree took the deal Martell offered her, but Martell didn't offer her no deal. The man said, "Thank you for your kind words" 2 years ago.
Ooh, you know what that makes? You know what that kind of makes sense now.
Maybe she
Think
wanted
about it.
him to offer her the deal. Like, I could have pretended to date you, and then we would have looked good together and everything. Well,
Right,
baby,
and my
Sheree look just as good as you, and her ain't none of her body store bought. All that there is USDA grade A beef. Thank you,
look
Angel.
and look and all that is all natural.
All natural. Say what you want to say about Sheree being slow, and she is slow. She's slow as molasses in 30-degree weather. However, that slow heifer
She
she got a mean shape and she's cute. And
also she got muscle.
driving. What you say?
Look, she got. I said, and she got muscles.
Yeah, I'm telling her musculature is on point. She works out. Like Sheree look good.
She
You can't take
does.
anything from her.
I cannot.
That's a good looking woman.
Yes, it is.
It
Look,
is.
I
And I feel
look. I've
like
been
we
looking
gotta
at her.
normalize as black people, period. We have to normalize telling the truth when it comes to black women. We have some spectacular looking women, just spectacular looking women. And even the ones with nasty attitudes, tell the truth about them. Don't just sit up and try to pretend like these ladies ain't pretty ladies because they act ugly. Just tell the truth. She pretty, but she act ugly.
Right, Kenya
It's pretty,
is pretty. Kenya is pretty, but
but she
her
act ugly.
personality is toxic as hell.
There you
No
go.
one is no wonder why none of her relationships have worked because
Yeah,
she
because you can
cannot
be so
take a
terrible, you
moment.
can run a man to the hills. This men that'll run from you barefoot on
Right,
glass if your attitude and mouth is bad enough.
right. Do I believe that her and Mark loved each other at the beginning? No.
No.
You
In
got
the middle,
married.
at the end, no.
The
And
whole
this
relationship
part
was a
too,
lie.
it was a
Mark,
whole lot.
look, the only person that Mark may have been more in love with is the women that he was messaging and
Hmm.
his daughter.
Well,
Kenya
you
was,
know, they say that man had a whole family in New York. He had a whole family of his own.
you know what he did? They did say that.
That's right. So that's who he loved. He had an arrangement. And guess what? I'm not,
Mhm.
we might joke about it. I don't really care about grown people having business arrangements. They are adults. Adults make
Right.
decisions that suit them. I don't have heaven or hell to send nobody to. Please know that. So I don't sit in judgment of nobody. Ain't but one person I know that sit high and look low, and that's God.
That's right.
If they can make it work, okay, fine. Once the lie done been brought out, Kenya let it go because everybody see it's a lie. Okay?
Right.
But
And I feel like she's gonna use this whole entire season.
yeah. But I don't know. I like the fact that she's gonna be dating. I want to see her do some dating and all that.
Yes.
And let's focus on that because I think that would be interesting to see her go on dates and see how it work out. Manetta introduced her to the little clear boy, so I guess he gonna be the flavor of the month. And we saw the preview of her saying BS when Marlo was like, "Oh, we dated before," and Marlo may have dated that man. Marlo like clear men now, so
That is true.
hello, facts on facts. So she may have dated that man before. But that don't mean nothing. Everybody got a pass. If he dated her before, well and good. Dated is past tense. So you go ahead on and date him now and see if it work out.
Look, I'm here for it.
That's what
Look,
I want to
and
see. I want them to bring the reality back to reality TV. I want to see Kenya go on dates. I want the camera to follow them on the dates to see how it work out. I want to see Kandi do something other than talk about sex and put on strange clothes that make people uncomfortable and pretend like she working on something with Todd. Y'all know what it is. Stop it. I just want to see Kandi do anything interesting. I
I,
want to see
I have a
Monia
question.
do something interesting other than kiss Candace behind and go along with lies they done cooked up. I want to see
I want to
Marlo
ask.
date. I want Marlo
Yeah.
to open up. I don't have nothing against Marlo. I don't hate Marlo, nothing like that. But I feel like Marlo is very guarded and she's so aware of people's opinion of her that she don't want to open up and let people see her real life, but reality is about your real life. So the thing with the nephews, I believe that's real, that she going to therapy with the babies and getting a life coach. But girl, that ain't all you doing with your 24-hour day. It's 24 hours in a day. That might be a 1-hour session. Who are you dating? Where are you shopping? Who are you lunching with? That's what we want to see.
I mean, in the trailer, it shows her dating the chef
The
guy.
chef. Yeah. I like that she finally dated somebody on the show. This is my issue
Um,
with that, right? Now I
right.
believe they were casually dating it, and from the looks of his Instagram, they're no longer dating, which that's
Nope.
fine. Everybody you date, it don't always end up in marriage. You date with the intention to marry. I hope. I hope ain't nobody out here just sport dating. But whatever, that's your business. It
That
didn't
might be Sheree.
right, but I feel like it was something that she did or she gave him a chance because of the show. I just don't think he's Marlo's type. I don't think he
No,
has enough money to be Marlo's type. I think she humored him because she needed a cute face or a decent looking face to say, look, I'm dating somebody. She's trying to give us her life, but that's not really her life. I want Marlo to let us in. Like she ain't got to put us in her financials. She don't owe us that. And I would never expect that because that's her business. And if you ask me, I feel like that's part of her mystique. The fact that people like Kandi is running around here head butting walls and punching the air because they don't know where her money come from. But I
right.
would like
Also,
her to open up some more.
I do want her to open up. And how do you feel about this new housewife, Courtney?
I don't know how I feel about her. I do like the fact that she checked Kandi on that BS that she pulled because I know Kandi little snotty behind did that. Oh, she said that she was my friend. Kandi probably ain't never even heard that girl say it nothing like that. She just went around saying that to try to make the girl look bad. So I'm glad that she checked her. I feel like she tried to make the moment more dramatic than it was in a way, like with how she was speaking, but she didn't really
Yes.
elevate. She didn't really escalate that conversation. I feel like Kandi escalated it like she tried to beat the girl getting mad or something. And it's like that's giving guilty. Like it's giving you was being snotty and you mad because she had the nerve to check you on it. So
See,
I don't know how I
I,
feel about Courtney yet. Sheree don't bring winners on. So let's see if this one's a winner. I don't want to assume she's a loser just because Sheree brought her, but she's a little performative. That's what I'm gonna say.
look, I will say this. I don't know, like, I don't mind Courtney. Yes,
Yeah, I
she's
don't
a
mind
friend of
it.
Sheree.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna wait a couple more episodes to see how what she brings to the next episode because I'm pretty sure that has to deal with her beef with Kandi. And do I believe Kandi said something about her? Absolutely,
Absolutely. Kandi always saying something nasty. She real snotty.
she
But
is.
I just personally feel like Courtney was giving me performative. I felt like Courtney was performing.
She was performing, and she was performing very well to me,
She
in a
did.
way.
She did. I just
So
didn't understand what made Kandi like escalate so crazy. Like she
I
made
don't.
herself look real crazy. Like what
I
did this
feel like
girl do to
she.
you?
I've been thinking. I feel like she does have no Napoleon complex. She's the shortest one out of all the housewives,
The least attractive.
the least attractive, the more dramatic, the more shady. I feel like, in a way, Candy felt like she did know this girl. This girl came at her, and Candy blew the f up. And I think she was dead wrong for that.
But the thing is, you knew you had been talking about this girl. You had been asking questions about this girl, pulling up Instagrams, pretending like you thought the girl said she was your friend. So if you could do all that, she can darn sure ask you about it.
Right. That's my thing. She can ask you about it because you said it.
Hey
It's
Ian.
not.
Right, you said it, so why she can't ask? That's the part that just threw me for a loop. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. You can do all of that. You reaching out to third parties, holding conversations about this girl, claiming she said stuff that she may or may not have ever said. But she can't even
Right.
ask you about it.
Right.
Really, you
So,
did the absolute most, but she can't ask.
and I don't know why, but why does Saint Sandra's sister have a confessional look?
I don't know, but I don't like her sister. I don't like her for the show. I don't even like her for Sonya. I feel like she's ungrateful and trifling, and I think she wants to piggyback off of her sister's connection that got her on the show, so she can possibly get something like this for herself. Because it looked like her nor her husband like to work jobs. They want to be freeloaders. I don't
Look,
like.
I agree. I don't like her either.
Now, this is A say, yes, Courtney was performing, but I'm interested to see more of how she'll be on the show. I'm interested too. I'm interested
Huh?
with
Look, I'm
Courtney.
in.
Yeah, with
Look, I'm
Courtney,
in.
I'm interested. Now, Ian, you
Look, I'm
saw
here
what Ian
for it.
said, right? Ian is off the chain. This crazy
I,
boy
I
said,
heard. Look,
I said
I
she's a loser because Sheree brought her. Because I didn't want to just say that, but
look. He said it for us.
he did. I was thinking it, but he said it.
Look, I was thinking it too, but I was like, you know what? Let me try to be nice.
Yes, Vita, 0 to 60. I was trying to be nice too, because I'm like, I don't want to just prejudge the girl, but it was given
Right.
performative. It was given a lot of fat tune.
See, even Cheryl agrees with me. She's like, I was thinking the same thing. Candy has that Napoleon complex. That's why she's so defensive and aggressive. You gotta make up for that lack of. Oh,
But I
you did
find
not.
it interesting that she only gets defensive and aggressive after she's done something inappropriate. That's the only time
Yeah.
it just comes over her to be defensive and aggressive. And I feel like y'all say Napoleon complex. What it says to me is you're a toxic person and you don't take accountability. And she will do
Right.
something wrong, and she beats you getting angry because how dare you try to hold me accountable? Like I did it, just pretend like I didn't do anything. And I
Right.
don't.
And you know what? And I will agree with Eva here. I feel like how Eva called Candy Salt Bay. Or was it Salt Bay or Salt Bay? It was
Salt Bay,
something
yeah,
like Salt
yeah.
Bay. Candy always has to sprinkle something on something to cause drama to happen.
And yeah, she's
We
just
see
nasty. She
and
gonna
we
put something nasty in the mix.
right and we see how she is with how she was with Nene.
Yeah, bye right
She
now.
all
Definitely.
how she
Anything Nene
how,
said or did. I watched some old clips, gaming news. All Nene had to do was walk in the room and you could just see Candy face tie up in knots.
yes, because Candy does. I feel like Candy came on, and as the years went by, she got more and more angry with Nene because Nene was more successful than her. So she always tried to one up her.
And it never worked. It always came across like that real kind of frumpy, drop dead
Yeah, it,
okay girl in school that wanted to compete with the popular girl. Like it never translated.
it never worked for me because I always find it as you're being desperate. You're
Desperate
looking
and
for
bitter. Don't forget bitter.
des-
It comes off bitter
better.
and desperate.
Yeah, it's desperate and bitter. You're sitting here going after people who don't do nothing to you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Angela said, yep, her face will look like Thriller when Nene said one word. If Nene said anything, she tie her face up and go to looking like she's smelling something.
Yep.
And it just doesn't make sense. And she did the same thing with Sheree. This clip for next week. If you hit Bravo, I don't know if you watch Bravo Shade Room on Instagram, but you should because they be having it.
Yes,
And so
I
if you look
do.
at the clip, her face was fine when she's telling Sheree, well, I thought you said you would want to know. And Sheree said, yes, I do want to know. But when you come tell me, I want the full story, not half a story. I want receipts. And then as soon as Sheree said that, Candace's face tied up in knots because it was like, so you're not just going to let us cause trouble. You're not gonna let us embarrass you. Like, what do you mean? Like, she was you could tell she was offended because it wasn't working.
Right. And that's my whole issue with Candy. I never liked her. And
Me either.
when I always felt like her way is just
Snotty and fake.
not even fake. It's like Kenya. Kenya
Yeah.
smiles in your face, and then she'll stab you in the back or in the front.
And
She will
that's
stab
true, but
you.
at least can we give Kenya credit for the fact that she just nasty. And she doesn't try to like play like, oh no, I'm not nasty. It's other people, and she doesn't go on the internet and try to play victim. Kenya just nasty, and she just nasty.
Yep, she's just
You know,
nasty.
she just nasty. I don't know who used to watch Robot Chicken, but it was a character on there, B Pudding. That's
Oh
Kenya's
my god,
B.
yes.
She just
I used
nasty.
to watch that.
And you
She
just
is
with
nasty.
Kenya, you know she nasty. You gonna get the nasty. She gonna be pretty while she nasty, but she just gonna give you that nasty. To me,
Yep.
Candy is so much more irritating because she tries to play victim after she does all the dirt, throw all the stones, hide her hands, just like Nene said about her. That's
I
a
agree.
right heifer.
And I think for her, I think for Candy, she thinks that if she tries to put on the act that she's perfect and innocent, everyone will like her, but then she gets to showing her hand.
Mm-hmm.
She's always she's always been that way because every reunion she always has to have some beef with somebody at the reunion.
Yeah.
She had beef with Cynthia over Cynthia's sister and
Yep.
her husband. You had beef with Portia because of Phasia and Portia's mouth. You had an
Right.
issue with you had an issue with Eva because of how she said Shemaya isn't black with a Q, and you thought that she was talking about her skin color.
And
You
she
had an
was literally
issue,
talking about the group she was in. I was like, oh God.
right?
And
And then you also,
and what's bad is Eva was so problematic. Like, you could have just talked about what was actually going on.
right? Eva, I don't feel bad for Eva because
Me either.
Eva's literally was while her seasons on Housewives were good, her personality did not work with none of the housewives.
I didn't like her because she kept backpedaling. She kept backpedaling and being full of crap. And then when she took it on herself to call those black women nappy heads, I was done with that horse tooth whore.
Right. And then
How
she
dare you refer to black women as nappy heads?
right. And then she's like, "Oh, what? You don't use these cultural sayings in our races? We don't say nappy heads. We
No,
don't
we don't.
say
That is a
we don't
colorist.
talk
That is a colorist slur. When you start
right.
calling darker women with 4C hair nappy heads, don't you dare do it.
And
I
right.
was
And
offended. I don't even have 4C hair, and I was offended as hell. I gave birth to girls with 4C hair. My mama had 4C hair, and some of the most
look,
beautiful women on this planet have 4C hair. And how dare you? When you over there with your face, it's cute, babe, but you're not exactly Miss Universe. You got some recessive genes, and you
mhm,
felt like that elevated you above other black women.
right. And even Kenya had to put her in her place and be like, "You don't say that."
Mm-hmm.
But then she can go and talk about Portia Jr. saying, "Oh well, she looks like Jennifer Bow."
That was so disgusting. How dare you attack
That
a little black girl? I didn't like that either. What it is,
right.
Eva needed her behind kick. She just that she's one of those girls though. If you beat her and stomp her out, she one of them gonna run to the police. But
Look
somebody
and
needed to stomp her
look,
all in her throat.
and I promise you, if they had an in-person reunion and Eva said that to Portia, we might have had Portia versus Kenya 2.0
Yeah,
with
she
Portia.
Lord, at least Kenya got a little size to her. If Portia had a grabbed the holt to Eva, Eva would have went flying like a kite.
Look, I promise you, everyone would have been trying to get Portia off of her again.
Yeah, for real. I don't even know if
Uh,
anybody. I don't even know if anybody would have actually helped Eva because she
No,
was
because
so nasty and problematic.
look, I'm pretty sure Kenya would have sat there and been like, beat her ass, Porsha. Go ahead, beat her
Yeah,
behind.
Stomper, because she been asking for that behind whipping.
Right.
Been asking.
Because, right, because you then bring. Wait, no, wait. Eva didn't do that. Wait. Who? No. Eva didn't bring the cookie lady, but she. It was Kenya.
Yeah, Kenya did
See,
that nastiness.
this is why I feel like Atlanta has gone downhill. You used to have fun, and now we're bringing up allegations, cheating, bringing up random people who say that they
Yeah,
had
listen at it.
talked to your significant
But
other. We're talking
Nene,
about
Nene tried to tell y'all. She said Kenya's good for the show, but Kenya's also gonna be the detriment of that show. She told y'all that.
right, and no one wanted to listen.
No.
Bravo didn't want to listen to her, and now look what they did. Now look what they have. A false
Mm-hmm.
allegation.
And that's all they do every season: make up a lie on somebody, and then they play Survivor, try to vote somebody off the island. It's at this point that formula is not working. Couture
Right,
basically
and that's
not Stomper. Yes, when you start talking about people, children claiming that woman's child looked like a man with a bow, Eva needed to be stomped. Had she said that about one of my children, I would have caught her somewhere. I'd have
right.
called her
Look,
somewhere and I would have beat her. I would have beat her $5 tail until I made change. I promise you that.
look. I would have been helping you. I would have been like, oh yeah, no, now you done fucked up. I'll be lookout.
Real talk. I'd have stomped her all in her face and in her coochie. How dare you?
Right, but
And
now,
you ain't gave birth to nothing cute. Now let's really talk about it. Yellow don't equal pretty, and ain't none of all your kids qualify to be called precious. Every one of them.
right,
And I ain't gonna
that's
call no
right.
babies ugly, but y'all know when they
No,
ain't cute, they just precious. Now every child Eva has had is real
it's
precious.
it's real precious.
Mm-hmm. But the fact that she could say that about that little black baby girl, listen, stop attacking little black girls. It bothers me. It's upsetting me and my homegirls. Now we can't go to Bella Noche. Mm-mm.
Right,
Meg say, then people who hate Porsha tried to play it like she was ashamed of how her daughter looked. Yeah, they had nothing to do with her being ashamed of how her daughter looked. You said her daughter looks like a man with a bow. That's disgusting. Now, I might not like
right.
Porsha like that because some of the stuff she did, but that was out of line. And you'd have said that about my child, you'd have got the beating you was looking for.
Look, that's my thing. I feel like in a way, you talk about that about anybody's kid, they're going to beat the brakes into you.
Mm-hmm.
And
My daughter says, saying that when Portia's little girl is prettier child. Yes, her daughter was definitely prettier than Eva's kid, but than her
right,
precious child. So precious.
right, and then the fact that it's just Eva and Kenya bring give me that I am desperate and I want you to give me all the attention.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't give it to me, I'm going to raise hell to get it.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna show out. I'm gonna start insulting other women. I'm gonna try to pretend like I think people are so jealous of me. Girl, ain't nobody jealous. Mm-mm. As pretty as Kenya is, ain't nobody jealous. As pretty and cutesy as Eva is, nobody's jealous, ain't it? Your
Right,
attitude be disturbing people. The nasty stuff y'all spew out your mouth disturbs people. That's all. Say, but
right.
Portia was
Because
wrong
look,
for saying them tatas was social distancing. But she talked about
mm,
well, I mean, Eva's titties was social distancing.
they were social distancing. I had never seen no booths where they have that large amount of space in between them. Look,
Mm-hmm.
at that point, look, she talked about Eva, Portia's baby. Portia was right to give the raid Eva all the way down.
And she was still nice because if you talk about my babies, I'm gonna talk about yours. Now, I'm not gonna talk about Eva's children because she didn't open her mouth and say nothing about the three I gave birth to. So I'm gonna just call her babies precious. But if I was
I'm fine
Portia,
with that.
I'd have read them little children all the way down to their hair follicles. And
Look,
they looking daddy. When I got finished would have been the question. We'd have been in 2023 and I'd have still been clowning them kids.
look. And I've been and look, and when Porsha said, "And you look like a thumb with lips," I'm like,
Ooh.
I'm like Porsha, not
But
a
see,
thumb with lips,
I feel like Portia kind of irritate him because Portia's that every girl pretty. She's a classic pretty. She ain't a
right?
pageant girl. She ain't trying to do the
Right,
model thing, but she got that everyday, every girl classic pretty, and it slays.
and
Now
also
she
if you
got on my
remember,
nerves on Ultimate Girls Trip, but whether she got on my nerves or not, I got it. The truth is the truth, and it can't be cut. Not with a not with a chainsaw. That heifer.
that's
That's a
right.
Portia's a pretty heifer.
Also, you also know, even freaking Lavanya said, "Look, Porsha is from Decatur.
Right.
She had that behind. Porsha's
Right.
behind is natural. Everyone
Even when
else
she
has
was
to
small,
buy
she
one.
had it. Now, okay. Now I don't know how long you've been true to this show, but if you think back when she first got on this show and she was out there on there with Cordell, and they went out there on that basketball court and she had them little shorts on, everybody was like, "Have mercy." This little teenager girl, she had looked like she had stole a whole watermelon and hid it in the back of her shorts. And I'm sitting there like, "Oh my, okay,
Right.
I understand, girl. Like you made your point. Hell." And it's almost like they didn't think with her gaining weight that butt wasn't gonna grow with her. It was growing with her.
It was
I don't know
growing.
what people think. As a girl whose butt grew in quite ridiculously herself, I can assure you when we gain weight, them things gain weight with us.
Look,
And y'all
I
see
remember.
Portia eating all the time. Every time y'all see Portia, she chewing on something.
Right. Porsha be out
What
here
y'all thought
getting
was gonna
that.
happen? She up there inflating.
She look, Porsha out here being like, you know what? I'm gonna eat good.
And she do, and she eat a lot too. And then she
Yes,
went and did her
yes.
genetics, and then I think she's like 44% Yoruba. I'm like, what the hell do y'all think is gonna happen? Them Yoruba girls, shout out to the Yoruba girls. I ain't got no hate, but them Yoruba
That's
girls all
right.
look like they packed their whole load and they toted it in their backside. All of them girls got them big old things back there. What did y'all think was gonna happen?
See, that
Like
was my thing.
realistic one day.
That's my thing. What did you expect was gonna happen?
She kept
But then
eating. And my
she
thing
kept
is this:
eating.
they were so worried about her butt being big, they sat there and watched her eat. We all saw it. We
Hmm.
watched them watch her eat. Ain't nobody walk up and knock down one of them lemon pepper wings out her hand. They didn't knock none of them cocktails out of her hand because cocktails put weight on you too. They didn't knock out no hamburgers, none of them hot dogs and stuff Dennis was feeding her. They didn't knock none of the food out of her hand, but they so worried about her backside expanding. Like, just stop her from eating. That's all.
Right.
Because
Just tell Porsha.
every time she lose a little bit of weight, it go down a little bit. So why all
Right.
just knock the food out of hand? If her butt is worrying y'all that bad, just knock the food out of hand.
Look, and we
And then
definitely I remember when. And look, remember when Kenya did that trip in season 13 and they had to feed themselves? Porsha lost some pounds then
right.
because Porsha wasn't allowed to eat a whole bunch of food. But y'all talking about, well, Porsha they need to talk about, well, I don't know what's wrong with Porsha. She needs to stop eating so much. She already
Just
got big behind.
stop feeding
Porsha
her.
is,
They went on Ultimate Girls Trip and Giselle, the Lord of the Rings, sitting up there talking about Portia's behind and I feel this and that because your butt's so big. Y'all sitting up here watching this girl eat. She was all the way in Thailand and they was letting her bring KFC to the house. I say so. I don't want to hear nobody complain about this girl backside no more. Because y'all sure
look,
will watch her eat and won't knock not one mouthful of nothing out her hand.
look, and remember when Porsha and Giselle was sitting on that couch, Porsha took most of that couch.
Hello.
Look,
She
look,
looked good too now. I'm not hating her. She
Giselle
looked
looked good.
good sitting up there, but she
She
did
looked
take up
good.
a lot of space on that couch. Now I ain't gonna lie.
She did.
I ain't gonna
Look, she
lie.
did. And look, Giselle had that small part of that couch, and Giselle was not happy.
And not only
Giselle,
that, Giselle ain't even small. She just bad about it. She shape wrong.
yep,
That's all. She
yeah,
just ain't got no shape. But that goddamn Portia be eating all the time, and people sit up there and watch her eat.
and they don't stop her.
And they don't say nothing. They just let her chew, chew, chew like Godzilla eating up Japan. Just and don't say nothing.
Look, and I remember one time they were playing with Portia, and Portia was one person said, "Portia, don't do it. Don't eat the pork. Don't eat the pork." I'm like, oh, they're like, if y'all don't smack that pork out her hand,
Just snatch the fork from her and run. She ain't gonna catch you. Just snatch it and run. That's all you got to do. Cause if she
well,
eat, her booty gonna swell up. Just let it go. Baby
look
girl,
at the same
same thing
time.
with Leprechaun. She talking about Tory Lanez. I know you saw this, so we was talking about it before.
Ooh.
That that his request for a new trial was denied. Gonna ask the judge, what if I could be your son, I could be your brother. No, you're not. You're
No,
going to
do
jail.
not, do not do that. That is, look, I promise you, Portia. Look, I don't know. Portia may chase after you for some food. We saw
She
how
might.
she did when she.
Now you
Look,
know and I know her cardio ain't all that. There's too many lemon pepper wings in that tank. She ain't gonna catch you. She
dude,
might
we saw.
she might take off quick, but she can't keep up. Just take the fork
Look,
and go.
true. Look, we saw
Yeah,
her when they went
they gonna let you
when they
take
went to
that.
Greece. We saw her when she went to Greece, and she ran and hopped in that pool.
Yeah.
And after that, she had to get out of the butt, and they were like, breathe, and they were doing CPR on the butt. That's what they don't understand.
Yeah.
Portia got Portia made the season 5 or season 6 when she appeared.
Mm-hmm.
Portia was thin and cute. After she left Cardell,
It's
baby
full
girl
up.
went for an upgrade.
But that's what I'm saying. But even when she was thin and cute, she was cute, thin. Her body was so neat.
And,
And
and she was thick.
when she put on them little bitty shorts and got on that basketball court with Cordell, it was like this little bitty girl. Where she hiding all that at? Because in the clothes, the regular stuff, you couldn't see it. She put on them shorts. I
Right.
said, and it's like
Look,
literally you see the framework. So if somebody is shaped a certain way, them gaining weight is not gonna make their butt disappear. It don't work like that. That thing is going to expand. And Trina
and look,
telling the truth too. Mama Diane, when they got that tummy tuck, and then she was up in the bed eating chicken wings too. They like to eat them some pretty girls with pretty shapes, but they like them lemon pepper wings.
yep, look, and you know them. They got that DNA in them, so they gotta eat, 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 eat.
And I'm not mad because I like lemon pepper wings too.
Look, I
And I'm
love to
not
eat too, but
facts. And I don't have a problem with Porsha having a big booty. I got a big booty. Big booties is to me, big booties is wonderful. Until you
yeah,
get old and you don't want to carry them no more. If I could turn mine in right now, I would. If I could donate it to a flat booty sister, I'd let her have it. I give one cheek to one sister, one cheek to another one. I got plenty. But
look, I'm up
when
for
you
it.
okay, but when you young and you still out there switching around being cute and you got a big old booty, you ain't hurt nobody. But they act like they so bothered by this girl booty. Like her booty is just is hurting their feelings and lowering their credit score and making them move out of the neighborhood. Like, what is it doing? Why
Look,
is it bothering?
that might be the reason why Kenya never liked Portia. Portia got a bigger ass than her.
Yeah, and she had to buy hers, and that thing lopsided. I swear I want her to get a revision. Ain't that what they call the surgery when they go back to fix it, where they do a revision?
Yes, yes,
Just do
she
a
needs to get it.
revision. Because
Just
she
get a
ain't
revision.
built like that girl. That gal is built.
Like Portia is, I don't know what God did, but God said, you know what? I'm gonna make her thin, but her ass is gonna be thick.
Mm-hmm. So no matter what happens, no matter what she eat, straight to the back.
Look, and also if Portia falls, she can just land her butt and be perfectly
She gonna
fine.
bounce 3 times and get right back up.
Yep.
I'm not mad at it. Personally, I think it's cute. I don't see a problem with it. But
Look, I'm here for it.
people act like them big booties be hurting their feelings, honey. You know what? I've had women do that to me. You walk in the room and you just see their whole face screw up.
Oh yes, look, I see men do it as well. Because
Um,
I have a big butt, and I have guys look at me like, why? I'm like, Don't be
You
asking me why.
better work, better work, better work. Tell them stop hating. Okay.
Look, I told them, I'm like, look, you want a big butt, you better go get surgery. My butt is just natural.
I know that's right. If they want a big butt, stop hating. That hating be burning calories. Okay. They need to stop that.
Look, that's why they keep on staying thin. All that negativity.
All that negativity. That's why you over there thin. Over there
Yep,
thin, over there thin as syrup water. Cause you hating on everybody. That hating burns calories. That's why I battle with my weight all the time because I don't hate on nobody. But if you hate, it'll burn calories. That's what I heard.
it does.
Straight facts. Say them hot lemon pepper wings with some blue cheese is the bomb. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I like some lemon pepper wings. I like garlic parmesan wings too. If I'm being honest.
Look, I'm all here for it.
Nacho Twist Mama say tiny honey over here. That's right. Represent for the tiny honey club. Ain't nothing wrong with a
Yeah.
tiny honey.
Look, there's nothing wrong with tiny honey. There's nothing wrong with big honey.
That's right. Ain't nothing wrong with a girl that can tote your plate back there. Ain't nothing wrong with that either.
Look, but Portia, she can probably tow like 3 plates.
Yep, she could serve a family of 4. Lord, me,
Weird, weird.
I need one of
We,
them.
but I promise you, Portia's gonna be listening to this and be like, I know they ain't talking. They better be representing my ass.
Girl, you listen. If you blessed, you blessed. She can't get mad at us because she been blessed.
She's been blessed.
And listen, I'm not hating on her blessings. I got blessings of my own. But
I
Porsha
got
blessed
blessings of
now.
my own too.
That's right.
Look,
But I don't knock
look,
another girl's blessings. A sister being
mm-mm.
blessed don't worry me. If you pretty, I'm your fan. I'm never gonna be mad at you for being pretty. I'm your biggest fan. And I'm always saying over here, like I am the charter member of the Pretty Black Girls fan club.
Yes.
I
Look,
love
I'm
pretty.
all
I
here for
love
it.
pretty black girls. Like I'm the worst. I don't care if I see you in person and we in the mall. When I see a pretty black girl, like I go like all starstruck, jaw hanging open, like, oh my gosh, like I'm that girl. So
Look,
I'm
I'm
not mad at you being pretty or being bad. Like I like it. I'm like, girl, you better do your thing.
I'm here for Portia. What I need Portia to do is to get better at, trying to don't be starting drama that you can't fix.
I just don't like the phony stuff. That crap she put on Girls Trip, I didn't like. How she treated Nene, I don't like. Nene cool with her, but I'm not. I'ma just be
Yeah,
honest. I'm not. Mm-mm.
I'm not cool with it.
No. But that don't take nothing away from the fact that that's a bad chick. I mean, I'm not hating.
True, and
Lord,
look,
look at
and
Fifi.
I
Fifi,
promise,
Fifi say as an honorary plate total, this thing is heavy. I know that's right, Fifi.
yeah,
It's heavy.
you better preach, girl.
Heavy
Look,
load.
everything. Look, I promise you, when Portia came back, when they when they had announced the trailer, my family had called. I have some friends that called me. They're like, Quinn, Portia's back on the show. I'm like, oh yeah, I know. I'm ready. I was ready for Portia. I don't understand. I didn't like her friendship with Giselle. Why can't we bring Wendy?
Mm, I
Like,
get what you're saying, but I kind of see why they didn't. I think they was hoping to get a little bit of spice between Candace
her,
and Giselle, and they delivered.
they delivered because,
It would have been kind of, I wouldn't say boring, but it would have been a whole different dynamic with Wendy there.
yes. So I feel
I
like,
what I foresee with that is that if Wendy had been there instead of Giselle, she would have got into it with them Miami chicks about the microaggressions that they were using against Candace.
yes,
It would have went different.
it would have been all the way left. We might have seen Rad. We probably would have saw Wendy when she went after Mia.
Right. It might have been some of that. And then I think the other thing, the fat cousin and the skinny cousin from Salt Lake and that girl from New York, they would have had their own little thing happening.
Yes.
If not for Giselle, the Lord of the Rings, interjecting and trying to make herself a part of everybody else's business just because she's not interested.
Right, that's my thing. I don't understand why she needed to put herself in there. Like,
Well, because she's not interesting, and when people aren't interesting, they just try to interject in your business.
yep.
That's
And
mostly what they do.
and that's what Giselle does. Every single moment, just
Mm-hmm.
keep on trying to. She's trying to be relevant, but the girl has no fashion sense. Look,
Chad.
Even Portia rapped on her and said, "Girl, I don't know what in hell you wearing."
Mm-hmm. Everybody, Stevie Wonder can see it.
Look, Stevie Wonder's blind, and Stevie Wonder be like, "She ain't
Yeah.
got no fashion. She ain't got it. Mm-mm.
She just be looking a mess.
A
From head
hot,
to toe, them wigs is tied. I'm so that's that same veteran wig. All that, just the whole thing is just sad.
it's sad and it's very. It makes me sit here and look at her and be like, "Honey, you need help.
Today and tomorrow, immediate.
You need help for the rest of your life."
I just
Even
I just don't know. Like, she didn't start off this bad when she first got on the show. You kind of had to like take a look at her, like, okay, what is she about? But
right,
right, it wasn't
I
that
mean,
bad, and I'm not sure what made it get to this point, but it has
it,
definitely gotten to a point.
it has got to a point, and I'm now I'm scared for this new season of Potomac. I
Mm.
don't. I'm not happy. I'm not happy because they're bringing on. I feel like they're trying to replace Wendy because the new girl is from Nigeria. She's
I've heard
also a
people say that. I definitely think it's a plot in play, but I felt like more than trying to replace. I think it's like, okay, this we're gonna take another shot at attacking Wendy. I think the biggest issue with Wendy is they want to dirty her up. She's so squeaky clean. Her marriage
right.
clean, her kids clean, her mother
Her,
clean, her career
her
clean,
job,
her job clean. So it's
her
like I think
body
body you can
clean.
clean enough to eat off. So I think it's like we want to dirty her up some kind of way, and they wanted to attack her to make her dirty last season, and it failed miserably. So I think it's like, okay, if we attack her again, it's going to give validity to the colorism claim, which it is valid. We do see you, and you're still exercising colorism. But I think it's like, okay, we're going to bring in a black girl from her same part of the world, same tribe, everything, and we're going to use her
Right.
to attack you. So maybe y'all won't see the colorism. I still see it. They
Yeah,
just like
because they're
y'all
definitely
used Sharice last season, and I still saw it. So you getting Nanka instead of Big Reese ain't gonna make me not see what y'all doing.
right. And I feel like they're basically using this new girl to go after Wendy because apparently the new girl already has beef with Wendy.
Well,
Yet
yeah,
you
she
just
does. They
come
had
on.
a whole thing at Karen's pickleball, and they said the husbands got involved and everything. So we have to wait and see the extent of it because people hype things, so we got to see the actual extent, right? But
Right.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm not really like over NECA yet. I want to give NECA room. The reason I want to give
Look,
NECA some room is
mhm,
because Wendy came in the same way, kissing Team Yellow's behind and doing their dirty work. But she was able
look,
to, course correct, straighten herself out, and kind of do her, stand on her own a little bit.
look, I agree.
So I feel like we should give, if we're gonna give Wendy that type of grace and allow her to be able to come back from that embarrassing first season of hers, then I feel like we should extend Nika the same grace. Let's give her a minute. Let's see if she's able to correct herself.
Look, I feel like she is going to correct herself, and she may come over to the Dark Girl team, Dark Girl
Or,
squad.
and here's the thing: even if you don't join a team, because we ain't in high school, if she could just see what
Mhm.
it is for what it is, and then make her decisions based on how she truly feels about things. That's what I'm saying. Let's just give her grace and see how it flies. Let's see how it goes. And if y'all remember, they brought a scholar in on some let's attack type crap. And Ascala cleaned
Yep.
up her act real quick because I took that girl's name away. I didn't give her real name back to the reunion. She was Azkaban, Ishkabibbles, Alaska, Abracadabra. I called her
I
everything but
called, I called her Alaska.
I called
I'm
her
like,
everything. Every time I came on this porch, if I mentioned her, it was a different name. Everything from Addis Ababa to Aardvark to ambivalent. She was everything but a scholar.
well, where was I when you did this?
You wasn't you maybe you wasn't here, but that season she came on, that entire season, y'all in the chat, those of y'all who were here, y'all remember that? I took her name. I said flat out, she can't have her name back. I didn't give that girl her name back to the reunion.
And when she came back and she did, look,
Because
I
she
didn't
came in
understand.
on bull crap, carrying out people's dirty work. Yep, Escalade. Yep, with Tom G. You remember we called her Escalade too. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Ambidextrous. She was everything but her name until
Right.
that reunion. I took her name from her and I refused to give it back because she came in doing other people's dirty work too.
Look, I respect that. I
Mm-hmm.
respect it.
But
Because you
she
didn't.
corrected. So I'm just saying, like, it's not cute, it's disappointing, but it should be expected at this point. And let's just see if NECA can correct herself. If NECA can be
Right.
like, you know what, this is kind of lame, and just, be like, yeah, I ain't gonna kiss up to y'all either, but I'm gonna just do my own thing and kind of learn people for myself.
Right. And I'm also now wondering who is she a friend of?
She was supposedly brought in by Ashley Darby, but you know what that means.
Oh God.
That's somebody production went and got and said, now you introduce her as your friend. Because you're not going to convince me that Ashley's friends with a Nigerian lawyer. You're not.
No,
You're
because
not.
if
Because
she
if you
was
were friends
friends
with a
with,
Nigerian lawyer, your friend group would look completely different than a bunch of airheads who go around lying on people's husbands. We ain't never seen this lady within 1,000 feet of you.
also then she would have already known Wendy's personality.
Or she would have already understood some cultural things as far as them going after that woman's husband. Like all of those things would have never happened, and we would have
Right.
heard about this good friend who's a Nigerian lawyer whose husband is a Nigerian doctor. We would have heard about that. Just like we know that Karen is good friends with Viv, the designer who's Nigerian. We ain't heard nothing about actually having not one friend from Niger. Not one. So clearly,
Not
production
one.
went and got this person and said, "Okay, you introduce them," like they used to do with Nene on Atlanta.
Yep.
Like, "Okay, you introduce them, you bring them in." Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm here for it. If they
Child,
did do that,
they say Beyonce done kicked off her Renaissance World Tour in Sweden, child.
yes. Look,
She
she's
over
gonna
there
overdo
on the
it.
stage doing her thing, honey. The superstar and all that with the sparkly clothes and the wigs is flying. I see the pictures, child. Okay,
Yes.
all right,
Also,
girl.
she's gonna be in Atlanta. When she gets to Atlanta, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna be out there partying, shaking my thing.
Oh, you gonna be outside, huh?
Oh yes, I am. I'm gonna be in the
Okay.
front row.
Okay.
Look,
Well, take some
look,
pictures for me.
I will. I already bought my ticket and everything.
Oh shoot, you ain't playing.
Mm-mm.
See, I need to get Evie's ticket, my baby that's in the chat, and then she can ride with you. Because I'm scared for my child to be
Yes.
like that.
Look, I'll ride with her.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm talking about. That's how family's supposed to do. Y'all gotta team up, Voltron Force activate. Y'all roll
That's
together that way
right.
everybody's safe. Get 3-4 more people. Y'all all roll in a mob. Make sure everybody's
Yep.
good. Because those crowds look scary.
They are scary. Look, I had a friend that was supposed to come with me, and last minute she said, "Oh, I can't go." I'm
Uh-uh.
like, it was like 2 hours before the concert,
Mm-mm.
and I was en route to go pick her up, and she's like, oh hey, I can't go. I need to go do something. Like, and you're gonna leave me to go by myself? And he's like, you be fine. I'm like,
What do you mean?
look, I
In a
promise you, I
crowd like
will.
that?
Look, I went to that concert. I got me a black eye. I called her and said, you see, this is your fault. You should have been here. She's like, what happened? I'm like, you left me to be attacked.
And those crowds are wild.
Right. And you know, they be drinking and doing all that hooping and yelling.
Yeah, and we dancing and like it's just a lot of energy in those real heavy thick crowds like that. That's so scary.
Yes, it is.
Mm-mm. I don't like it. Like it looks like it's a
Um,
lot of fun for young people, but it's scary too. You know, I'm a mama, so I'm gonna look at it different. When I see it, it's
look,
just like, ooh, stranger danger.
look, I understand.
Oh man, I wonder if my mama felt the same way. I'm sure she did. I'm sure she did.
I'm also now, also, I am now also, they're bringing back the Real Housewives of New York.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Yes. Look, I've been on Twitter and they are putting up professional looks for New York's
Okay. Well,
Real
let's
Housewives
see.
of New York. I'm like,
Is Ramona gone? That's the question.
I hope so. Wait, who was Ramona again?
The one with the crazy eyes.
I think she's back. I
Oh
think
hell.
I saw her. I think I saw. Yeah, no, I saw her professional picture. She back.
Um,
I mean, look,
Bravo
the
just
good
don't
thing.
care about nothing to do with their racism being on display. They just don't mind.
Look, do you know what the good thing is? Aberdeen's not back.
Now that's a good thing. Now that, my dear, is a good thing. But look
Look,
here, we got to get up off of here. We done been here about 2.5 hours, and I promise you, I meant to come in here for
oh,
1 hour because I wanted to thank everybody for checking on me. Because this is the anniversary of the date my mom passed, and everybody has been
oh,
so
I'm so
cool about
sorry.
checking on me. Thank you, Bookie. And
You're welcome.
sending text messages, sending emails. They sent me a bottle of scotch. Hallelujah.
Oh,
Um,
girl, you better go and you better
you know,
enjoy that, Scott.
I love scotch. Now I'm a lady. I drink scotch. Black label.
I
Black
love,
label.
look, I love Scotch as well.
I know that's right. It's something about it, right? Real
It
smooth.
is
It just,
real
it takes
smooth.
the edge off of everything.
It does.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But and
So
I gotta go. I gotta go and get
yeah,
ready to eat dinner.
yeah, well, y'all go eat something. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. Thank you to Couture
No
Bay for
problem.
popping in. Thank you to everybody who sent love and everybody in the chat who sent condolences and support. SFF, thank you for the cash app. Nacho Twins Mama, thank you for the cash app. Kia Coco Pop, thank you for the cash app. Bianca Edwards, thank you for the cash app. Thank you for my scotch from Alita and her hubby. Thank you for the flowers. Verdana, thank you for the calls, the emails, everything. I appreciate y'all. Everybody in Discord who sent love, thank y'all. I just appreciate everybody. Y'all have been amazing, and y'all got me through a day that probably would have been real down and real low energy. And there go my sis Renee. Hey, you too, sis. Have a wonderful one. But this probably would have been a real down day for me if it was not for the royal family. So when I say thank you, I mean thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you a million times. Thank you. I cannot say thank you enough. I lack words. So I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a great rest of your day. If there's any more gossip, I will come back if it's worthy. Only if it's worthy. If it's not, then I shan't. But in the meanwhile, y'all get ready for Saturday because y'all know Saturday we have our pretty hat tea. So you do have to be a member of the royal family to attend the tea. But those of you who have attended royal family events, y'all know we have door prizes, we have games, we do trivia. All types of prizes will be given out. We have fun. We get silly. It's all going to be in our Royal Family Media Room powered by Zoom. It's going to be cool. So you do have to be a member, and all you need to get in is make sure you either got on a pretty hat or you got to change your avatar to a bomb picture of your mom. Okay. So that is the price of admission, a picture of your mama or the prettiest hat you can put on or the most ridiculous hat. Okay. That's what we're going for this weekend. That is Saturday around brunch time. We will be having our pretty hat tea. So be ready to be there and get your laugh on and have a good time. If you got your tea set, break it out. Okay. So we can sip a little tea together. Okay. But listen, guys, I got to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all. I love you guys. Hit that like button on the way out. If you did not remember to hit it on the way in, make sure you click your notification bell and click all so you'll know every time we go live over here on this porch. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and there's a membership link in the description box as well as a join button under the video. And there's also a link for my Amazon storefront, so you can go and click on that and you can buy the same stuff I buy. Okay, so we can be crafting and doing things together. A few of my favorite things, y'all know. So in the meanwhile, y'all get up out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Tomorrow is our day for our random acts of kindness. Don't forget, it is important. One stranger, one smile. All right, I'm going to get up out of here. And remember, if no one else says it to you, God loves you, I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. I'll talk to y'all later, okay? Bye, y'all.